Have you seen the lineup?
I haven't yet, no, because I've not long really been in. I'm just busy setting up at the moment.
Yeah, well, matey. Have you seen the lineup?
No, is it good? I haven't yet, no, because I've not long really been.
Aye. So we've got Patterson,
Gonna
Hume, Ballard.
setting up
So
at
he's
the
dropped
moment.
Chris Meffam, 09 and Certain. Daniel, Job and Lefay.
Right.
Roberts on the right, but I'm not sure who's on the left side. Isidore Minder, but by the lineup I could have too. But yeah, I think he's done the right choice in there, dropping Riggy. Like I think we need Lefay through the middle. Like I said to you last time, CABBIE man, there's no support for Isidore or Minder going forward, and I think Lefay is the only one that can do that.
Not a thing, man.
Take the draw quite happily. I would have thought so.
I'm just getting set up here. Sorry, hello to everybody in the chat booth in 2 ticks. 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Oh dear me. I'm usually like massively nervous, but I'm not today.
Oh mate, unbelievable.
Just gonna say hello to everybody in the chat.
I've never felt this news. Yeah.
Good evening, David Green, Sean Russell, how are you doing? Devon MACKEM, Richie, Trisha Winstanley, the moderator, how are you doing? Packer Andrew, how's things with you? Philip Woody, how you doing, Philip? Sean says, just seeing the lineup, not confident at all. Where's Mundle? Yeah, well, Mundle isn't available yet. He's, I think he's going to be on the bench for the return leg. You've heard that as well, Rich?
Yeah, definitely. Aye. He's not fit tonight. No way, he's not even fit for the bench tonight. But apparently, he's going to be back in the mix for Tuesday.
Basically, you're looking at Bristol City. We've got him at 66-1, but not going to happen, is it?
What about Newcastle Chelsea Sunday lunchtime? How do you price that up?
Yeah, this is
just getting set up in that here. I don't know. We so much miss Remain Mundle. It's unbelievable. It's like we just seem to fall apart without Mundle. I don't know what it is, but we are just not the same when Mundle's off. Like I say, I keep bringing this up as well. When Mundle was off last, we were 6 draws on the bounce. Shouldn't be the case, but it is.
He's a big miss for, big player for as well, isn't he? He's filled some big shoes as well.
I know.
The likes of Jack Clark, because we thought it was going to be Tommy Watson, didn't we? But it's turned out to be Mundle.
Lefay, he doesn't like playing Lefay in the middle, does he?
Against Falcons in the rugby, it'll be all about the handicap again and what the margin you predict.
No, is it a 4? I don't even know if it's a 4-3-3 actually. Is he playing a 4-4-2 now? I'm thinking of it.
I mean,
I don't know if anybody's actually seen the.
You want about me being like negative and stuff. I mean, how are you feeling, Richie? How are you feeling?
Do you know what? Truthfully, mate, I'm feeling really nervous. I haven't felt this nervous for a match in a long time, like.
Right.
But actually, at the same time, I'm feeling quite positive. I'm feeling like we're gonna turn up tonight and we're gonna like show something different. Because that's all we've heard. So that's what I'm believing. So yeah, why not bring it on? You know what I mean? If we turn up tonight, CABBIE, and just give it a go the night, show that we're obviously going to playing better football than what we have in the past 5 or 6 games or whatever it is. I'll be happy with that. You know what I mean? Well, I've just got a good feeling. I've just got a feeling that we're going to do something. We are.
We'll put it this way: we cannot play any worse, can we?
Oh, no, we cannot.
Do you know what I mean? You just can't, like. I'm going to catch them on the chat. Looty, hello Looty. He says comfortable 4-0 win. He says he believes in miracles. Ryan Jones has just said on Sky that we have never been beaten when Isidore and Mundle have started. William Babbitt, the Leeds fan, good evening, mate. Congratulations on winning the title and getting promoted to the Premier League. He says best of luck. He says I'm rooting for you. So there's a lot of Leeds fans rooting for Sunderland, which is nice, isn't it?
It is sound, yeah.
David Green says no way MACKEM here to switch on and show what we are made of tonight. We've got to. Decent lineup. Looty says, how are the lads? Praying for a win. Come on, boys, fill your boots. We have an American Pope now, so it's praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. Taxi full of breeze if we don't win. Ryan Jones says, evening everyone, nice to see we're going 4-4-2. Shame no rig. Cabbie, my mic is a bit quiet. It should be alright now.
Ando, thank you very much indeed.
Cheers, guys, all the best.
Cheers, Ando. We'll hear you on Sunday and then back on Total Sport on Monday. And now is the time to focus fully on what lies ahead. The Coventry City mascot, that funny little sky blue elephant thing, has just walked by. Some of the players still going through their warm-up routine just in front of us here at the CBS Arena. 20 minutes to kick off. Barnsley and Benno will take you up to kick off next.
BBC Radio 3 Unwind. Music to unwind your mind. Set yourself up for the morning. Welcome. We have some wonderful sounds to experience.
I don't know if you can hear us, Cabbie. Sorry about that. It's just kicked us out for some reason. I think we're having some technical issues. I don't know if you can hear us, Cabbie, but I can't hear you, buddy.
Can you hear me now, Rich? We've got you.
I've got you. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened there.
It's just
it's
just one of those things.
Sorry about that.
No, yeah, you're fine, man. Don't worry about it. Just missing Cabbie. I'm still here. No sound your end. Yeah, I should be back up and running now, without a doubt. I don't know what's gone on there. I think it's just an overload of internet space with everybody tuning in. Do you know what? This is the first time.
Right.
I'm not even nervous. I'm not anxious or anything like that. Cheers, Trisha. Thanks a lot. Please like, subscribe. Let Cabbie reach his target. Thank you.
You got no nerves at all, like Cabbie?
No.
Not like really?
Yeah, I think it's just because
Oh.
I've experienced that many times with Sunderland, and I think the fact that because we've been so crap the last 5 games, it's like I'm expecting us to be crap again. I'm sitting here just going through the motions, expecting us to get trounced 3 or 4 out, just because my mind's been trained, because I've watched now but absolute horse crap. For the last 2 months, and I think there's a lot of Sunderland fans thinking the same as well. Follow your due. Hey, Cabbie, good luck for tonight. Thanks a lot, mate. Thank you. Hope you're well. But Richie, you can understand the fans getting a bit concerned, though, can you not?
Oh yeah. I can see your side of things, Cabbie. Yeah, I'm totally with you on that. And to be honest, I didn't sort of like snap out of that myself until maybe a day or 2 ago. When I was just thinking, could we just sort of like snap it on and sort of like change the style of playing, change the way we've been playing? Has he had a plan all along? Because again, I know you don't watch the what do you call it, the pre-match conference conferences with Labrie there, he's pretty much saying in his press conference again that we're going to be playing different than what we have done, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Well, tell you what, I mean, I didn't really listen to the press conferences because the only one I'm interested in, to be honest with you, is the result at the end of the day. I mean, to me, press conferences mean absolutely now. Some people watch them, some people don't. I'm one of these that don't watch it because I like to listen to what they say possibly after the game. That means nothing. And it's the same even when they're interviewing the players. It's like, I'm not bothered what you say beforehand. It's afterwards what I'm interested in. Hello, Dougie. Ryan Jones. I think we have been playing. I'm expecting us to lose, so anything more would be amazing. Come on, the Sun and Chris Coates. Susie Forrester. Evening, Cabbie, Richie. Sun until I die. Come on, the Sun, and says Chris Coates. But no, I think the nerves will kick in if it's on a knife edge, and it's like saying 0-0. Because I mean, you'd take a draw tonight, wouldn't you, at their ground?
Aye, 100%, mate. Definitely. I'd be very, very happy with a draw, even if it's 0-0. Because then it's in our hands going back home, isn't it? And then we've got our fans there, you know what I mean? We can build more an atmosphere and rise ourselves up and have the slight sort of momentum edge against them. But I don't know. I'm just sort of like, we've got a chance here. I just hope we don't blow it. I think that's what I'm so nervous about. But at the same time, I'm still feeling positive. So I'm on both ends of the spectrum at the minute, Cabbie. I'm just excited. It's nice to be a Sunderland fan again. Sunderland fan and be excited again. You know what I mean? We've got that excitement back to the club, and we've got that excitement towards the fans. At the end of the day, we could have now. We could have just had another average finish in the championship. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. We've got Hewitt Dracker, Hewitt Dracker, the Newcastle fan. Good to see you, mate. He says, "Let's hope we are playing each other next year, toon." And there is a lot of Newcastle fans rooting for us. You believe it or not? So I got on the Toon Review page. They've got one on YouTube, and they're a great bunch of lads. To be quite honest with you, lads and lasses, and they're spot on. Folly of Jew says, or even a 90th minute goal to give you the edge. It's gonna be. I don't know. My mind is just trained and programmed after watching the last. Because let's face it, the last 5 or 6 times, last games, mate. I mean, how bad has it been, Richie? Come on.
Yeah, that's just been awful, mate. It's been as bad as I can. It's like last season, isn't it? It's just like the finish of last season. Like we've given up and just not bothered about anything. But is it all part of a plan? I think tonight we're going to find out, like, mate.
It's a big gamble, like you say. It's a big gamble for me just to say, like, right, we're just turning it off now. We're turning it on at the last minute. It's a real dangerous game to play that, like.
Oh, it is. But if he pulls it off, he's going to be a messiah up here.
Cheers
for the statue and everything.
I know. Cheers for the subscriber. Thank you. Ken Walton, member of the channel. Good evening from the Boo and Mackem. Good evening to you. Hope you are well. But yeah, I mean, I remember when we played Luton, I was absolutely ill with anxiety leading to the build-up of it. But if you remember going into the playoffs with Tony Mowbray, we played some amazing football. And we beat Preston 3-0 at Deepdale, and then Millwall threw it away. And I think that's what... It was the hope, because I actually believed that. I thought we could possibly do something here, and that's why I was so nervous. And that's why I say that's why I'm relaxed, because the fact, like... But like you say, I'm just used to it. I'm just used to us being absolutely awful, and it sounds awful because we're finished fourth.
You're well seasoned, aren't you, Cabbie? You're used to it.
Oh God,
I think that's what it is. You know, you've had your disappointments, you've had your highs and everything, and I think as a Sunderland fan, we're
2 seconds. I'm just going to get
used to
somebody at the door. Hold on, mate.
Yeah, worries, buddy. what's everybody's predictions for tonight then? What do you guys think we're going to... do you think we're going to win? Do you think we're going to draw? Who do you think might score? Do you think Reggie's plan's going to pay off tonight? I certainly hope so. I certainly believe it is. But I'm just wondering what other people think as well. I've seen a lot of mixed bags today on the sort of like social media pages and things of, people a little bit worried, but a little bit people being positive as well. So be interesting to see as well who plays on that left-hand side.
Oh, dear me. How dare DPD come at this time when we're just about to kick off? Talk about timing. God's sake.
Just asking everyone what they think the score's going to be and who's scoring. Do you think Reggie's plan's going to pull off tonight?
Ooh. Well, like I say, he's... How can I put it? He's going to make himself look totally stupid. Keep on saying that the fact like we're turning it on at the last minute, because if he doesn't, and look, if we play as bad as what we have done the last 5 times over these 2 legs, that tells me he's lost the dressing room. It's as simple as that.
He hasn't got a plan.
People,
you know what I mean? It was total BS all along.
People on the chat, let me know if you can hear me okay. I have just turned my mic up a little bit. I'm going to catch up some more on the chat. Yeah, Sean says Super Kev on Sky Sports, wish he was playing. Michael Lebian says, good day from Australia. Can't see us doing any good away. They'll have to take any chances they get, hoping for a miracle. John Nesbitt says, Richie, just calm yourself, mate. You'll be fine. Ricky's on the bench. He is. John Nesbitt says, Cabbie, have you had a good day in your cab? If you've had the icing on the cake, it's up to us right now. Yeah, I've had a lovely day. I love driving around when the sun's out. It's fantastic. Folly says, we QPR. Oh, yes, QPR fan, aren't you? Thanks for popping in again, mate. Thanks. Good to see you again. He says, I found out we had a game plan from our post-match interview against you, which was a high press. Yeah, you definitely deserved your win, mate. Come on, the Cabster, says Sean. Folly Juice says 1-0 Sunderland. Packer Andrews going Sunderland 3, Coventry 1. Trisha, the moderator, says I'm being positive, Richie. Going for a win. William Babbitt, Leeds fan, he says, I think Sunderland will take a 1-goal lead into the second fixture. Yeah, Sunderland taking a 4-goal lead into the second fixture. Will be still nervous, knowing us. Durham Diver says, hopefully it will be a sellout on Tuesday night to cheer the lads on. The Stadium of Light needs to find the atmosphere that terrifies other teams. And more importantly, we need to find our team that terrifies other teams, not just the crowd. William Babbitt says, sound is great now. Oh, that's good. Volume's good. Jack, things are looking good up, man. Even the Toon fans are wishing us well, says John Nesbitt. William Andrews says, can't believe this Cabbie 1-0 to the lads. Mickey Graham says, here's a story for you. I went to school with Ben Wilson. Coventry, I've put him in goal after being injured most of the season. He's a huge Sunderland fan. Started with our academy. There we are. That's a thing to speak about, isn't it?
Wow. Yeah. Never knew that.
Smash the like button. Cheers, Folly. Thanks a lot. David Green, the member, says karaoke on the iPad, SCFC live on the iMac and Sky on the telly. Triple banger taking us to heaven. It sounds like my ADHD brain, David. I'm exactly the same. I've got like 10 screens on the go. I don't know. I don't know if you watched the Bristol City Sheffield United game last night, but what on earth was the commentator at the time saying that was nowhere near a sending off? Absolutely. It was one-on-one with the keeper. He was about to score. He had his arms all around him, dragged him to the floor. How was that not a red card?
I think the fact is with that Cabbie is he did get a foot in the ball before he brought the man down, which was the debate of like they were saying like it should have been yellow, and I can see that. But at the end of the day, mate, if he's last man, the players threw onto the keeper. That's the rules. It's the same that happened to us with Trey Hume. His wasn't. I don't even think his was a yellow card if it was somewhere else on the pitch. But because he was last man, that's the crack. I felt a bit sorry for them last night because I thought they might have had a real chance. You know what I mean? They started off brightly, but as soon as that happened, that's it. I knew it was game over for Bristol. It was just such a shame for them.
It was a bit of instant karma, wasn't it? I was sort of giggling and I thought, like, now you know how you feel when your fingernail touched Trey Hume, or Trey Hume's fingernail touched one of your players. They went down like a sack of crap. Got one of our players sent off. There we go. You don't like it when karma's on the other foot, do you? So I had no sympathy for Bristol City. I thought, like, there we go. Bristol and Sheffield United just turned on the style. If that was Sunderland, would we have put 3 past Bristol City when we're down to 10 men? No, because you tell me where's our goals coming from. Isn't it
just sat back, CABBIE?
Yeah, and you've got to say Sheffield United have booked a place at Wembley, haven't they? I mean, they're still favourites. They are going to be favourites to go up. Jack Reed, Geordie's in the room. Hello, Geordie. How you doing, mate? He's going for a prediction. He says 2-2 draw, which I'll take. And of course, there's no away goals in this competition. MACKEM Mike says, can't bear Frank Lampard's stupid winning face. Jack Reed says, just want to see them fighting for the badge like we did at the start of the season. David Surtees says, I'm bricking it right now. Don't know how the players are feeling unless this is game plan to begin with. Michael Taylor says, thanks for the show. Watching and crossing everything in Brasilia. Absolutely. Even tie something in a knot between your legs if you need to. Folly just says, your thoughts on the Sheffield United game. I just thought Sheffield United were professional. They're third off top for a reason. It's as simple as that. Yes, they've had a blip and they lost a few games on the bounce that handed Leeds and Burnley automatics. But don't kid yourself, they're a decent side, mate. They're to be watched. Don't disrespect Sheffield United. Colin Major, how you doing, Colin? How's things, mate? Hope Davey's all right if you've seen him recently. Lampard looks really nervous being interviewed, says John. Please like and subscribe. Thanks, Trisha. Is CABBIE on? I can't hear him. Yeah, I'm definitely on. Try your microphone. You can hear me all right, can't you, Richie?
Yeah, you could sound mate, yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely on. So just give us another sound check. Are you guys all? Can you definitely hear me? Sean says, can't hear him, Trisha. I don't know if we're going to set your settings. So we...
Goes down and start up again. normally fixes 9 times.
Aye.
Luton and a 1-1 draw.
Saying what I was saying to you before, CABBIE, they've got VAR now in the final, which I think is a really good thing to have. It's too big of a game not to have it, I think.
It's a pity they didn't have VAR in the whole of the championship. The referees are just so inconsistent. Do you know what I don't want to happen tonight is one of our players gets sent off in like 4 or 5 minutes, Luke O'Neill or someone. That's what I did not want, because, you know, look, there's nothing you can do about it. But if you send a player off at such a high profile game for something petty, then it's spoiling the game for the neutrals. It's spoiling the game for the fans and everything. It's like you want to see a fair sort of contest, don't you? And people say, yeah, well, you wouldn't complain if a Coventry player got sent off. But you don't want it, do you? You just want, you know, a referee just like use a bit of common sense. It's a massive game. And the two card happy, these referees, Richie.
Yeah, they are. In the championship, yeah, they definitely are. Book you for anything. Oh, it looks good down there.
Well, I mean, we all know the Coventry City ground. That will be buzzing with atmosphere. Look, they've got the Premier League club in the making, the fan base and everything. We all know that. It's Firefox, Sean. Aye, get that gun to that Firefox. It's up to Sunderland to quieten it down. I mean, what you don't want is Coventry to score straight away off the bounce, straight away off from the kickoff. What you're going to see for the first 10, 15 minutes, you're going to see an onslaught from Coventry. They're going to just pepper the goal there. It's how Sunderland deal with the onslaught of Coventry early on. They're at home, they're going to go for everything. It's how Sunderland deal with it.
Have you seen the lineup there? Have you seen the lineup? It's 4-4-2.
What do you think about that then?
Oh, that's a shout, mind. The Faye on the left wing, Roberts on the right. Obviously, they're going to cut in, so we're going to need the wide. We're going to need human circling to pull out wide. But that is a massive call. Mayenda and Isidore up top. That's a surprise to me, mind.
Aye, it is. Aye, Cabby, how you been? Our kid says Sean. Yeah, I'm all right, mate. I'm not bad. Good to see you. Cabby, Packet Andrew says, Cabby, I feel sick with worry at the minute. And also, you've got Richie as well joining us, who's my partner in crime on the channel. Who's good to see him again on the channel. So, I mean, what I'm thinking of doing is, I mean, I don't know if do you want to do a. We're just going to stick to the Monday night show so everybody knows what's going on. To talk about this game. Mate.
Yep. Whatever you want. Whatever you want to do, bud.
Right.
Looks over his shoulders.
Oh God, I can't control this anymore, man. It's just hit off.
And Dan Neil.
And we're off. And they're under starters orders, and it's a 5-4 favourite. I wish it was horse racing. We're off, Richie. We're off.
Probably hard to like off.
On the far side, it goes out for a throw.
I think I'm behind you a little bit by a minute.
Sunderland, just inside the Coventry City half. It's left.
Hello to the 107 people watching. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you're on you. Thank you very, very much indeed. As a concoction of noise from the Coventry City Stadium, which is to be expected.
At the moment, it's head tennis inside the Coventry City half. It's going to drop for Roberts. Jay De Silva tried to put his foot through it. Humes run onto it. Coventry win it back on the halfway line, but in goes Ballard.
I might be on time with you now. Are you on
challenge on this side by
45 seconds now?
But it's out for a throw.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm just going to adjust the timer. Hold on.
It's gone 4-4-2.
It is 4-4-2, isn't it, with Isidore and Mayenda up front.
The most important thing is the timer.
He thought that was risky on the journey down. He thought it leaves them vulnerable in the middle.
There we go.
Looking for Isidore. Got a foot to it, but it's come to Grimes, and now De Silva on the left. And the whistle's blown.
It's impossible for everybody to be in sync, Rich.
Far side.
Free kick.
I'm on 1 minute 20 seconds now.
Aye.
So I'm 20 seconds behind you.
Fernie, Leeds United fan. Good to see you, mate. Congratulations on the championship and getting promoted to the Premier League. Well deserved, mate. Congratulations. Stadium sounds bouncing, says Ryan. You can hear the Sunderland fans. Oh, of course it is. It is.
Sunderland fans in full voice, as are the Coventry fans around.
Here to give support. Thanks, Fernie. We're getting a lot of support from some of the big teams, you know. It's good to see.
Ben Wilson, then, 32 years old now.
Yep, it is.
Pretty sure the lads will turn up tonight.
Picked up a knee injury, and with his right, he kicks down this left-hand side into the.
Tell you what, I wish it was full time already.
De Silva,
I know.
two pushed him, but a break here on the possible left wing by Rudoni to win a corner. Jack Rudoni, who's been very
Pit
impressive
ponies, 4-0 away the
in
lads.
2025, and was once a target of Sunderland.
You've got to make sure we concentrate here. Concentrate. No free headers.
Matt Grimes will take this corner on the left-hand side.
You know, they've got to watch Bobby Thomas.
Here he comes with his left foot. Floats up towards Thomas. It's nodded down behind for another corner. Thomas was trying to get on the end of it.
As I predicted, Richie, it's going to be pressed from Coventry from the start.
He's got 5.
John's gone for a nice volley. However, the lad says bong.
Jack Rudoni goes across to the right-hand side to take this second corner for Coventry City in their sky blue shirts.
They're going to be strong here, Patterson.
Patterson's being crowded. He's hobbling because he's been someone stepped on his foot. And referees come in here.
Rudy says, I wouldn't mind who won. I like to see the team pack in the Premier League because Sunderland are a Prem side and have a huge rivalry with Newcastle. But I have I have back Lambs. Not fair enough, Rudy, but thanks for popping in the channel, mate. Good to see you. Fernie says, need a big club up alongside us after watching last night's Sheffield United. Didn't look anything special.
Swings this in low, and it's not behind again for another corner.
That had to have a player sent off, didn't it?
I think Job's trying to suggest it should be a goal kick, but Rudoni's gone back down on that right-hand side to take this third Coventry corner. Haji Wright's unmarked a minute.
He's had a word with the referee. That's what he's done.
Look at him. He's gone. Yeah, he's gone
right
back
on top
into
of
the
Patterson
now. And Rudoni
from the right again, swings this in, and Ballard heads it out. De Silva trying to head it back in for right. Patterson flies at it, misses it completely. And Hume.
What is Patterson doing, man?
Patterson just dived out. What was he doing? Completely. And that could have gone anywhere.
Got away with that one, Nick.
Not sure what he was doing there. If that had fallen to a Coventry City player, they'd be one up. We're in the 5th minute. It's that early.
Come for that, man. Job had it covered.
Rich, I don't know if you want to turn your commentary down in the background. I can hear it louder than you speak. No, I can just hear it louder than you speaking.
It's still 0-0.
I don't want you to turn it off because you've got to listen to it. I don't want you to turn it off. It's just that I can hear that more than I can hear you.
Back to Thomas.
Is that better?
That's better, mate. You're a lot louder. Yeah.
Centre circle.
Everybody.
No, but I want you to listen to it. I don't expect you not
to. Out wide on that left-hand side. It's played back along the halfway line.
Evening, Brian Craig. You all right?
Liam Kitching.
Folly says, Richie, I saw that video you broke down the game and it was the most passionate fans thought I've seen. Yeah. Good lad, Richie. He does some good videos.
In those playoffs 2 years ago.
And Trisha's doing a good job. Trisha's doing a good job on the moderating.
Looking for De Silva, headed away by Hugh. Kneels onto the ball.
What's your first thoughts on the first 5 minutes gone, Richie?
Down the touchline and out for a throw to Coventry City. Frank Lampard
yeah, Coventry's obviously pushing well and pressing well. Obviously, we had 3 corners now against Whitworth. It's looking a bit better, isn't it? I mean, I think it's a little bit too early to tell yet, but it's looking a little bit better. I just can't get over that he's playing a 4-4-2. I'm just very surprised at that.
Looking for Rodoni, headed down by Ballard. It comes off O'Nien. Ballard has to try and get it from Thomas Asante. He slips it to Rodoni in the penalty area.
That Rodoni's getting a lot of the ball, mind. He's going to be dangerous tonight for them. Jeffrey Simpson nervous? Who, me? Yes, I am. John Nesbitt says, why don't they leave the strikers on the halfway line for corners? Rudy says, do you think you'll be able to keep Job in the summer? I think that depends on how we get through these playoffs, mate. Troll Patrol, Cabby, says Trisha.
But we can catch him on a counter-attack. No, especially
hasn't Borussia Dortmund been down to have talks with him, or talks with the club? That was a little rumour on social media I saw this week.
Yeah, I know.
He's lost it. Job is trying to get it away down the left for Sirkin. A chase over on the far side for Van Eyck. It comes all the way back eventually to Ben Wilson. Isidore at the edge of the penalty area. He passes it out, Wilson to Thomas.
Just ordered a liver and onion pizza takeaway, but I'm not going to be able to eat it until the game's finished. I want to enjoy it properly.
Wilson kicks up over the halfway line, looking for Thomas Asante.
You and your liver and onion
pizza. Down by Ballard to Lefay. Now Job in the middle. He's tripped by Matt Grimes, and it's a free kick.
You're a pineapple man on pizza, Cabby?
Oh, I love him, I.
8th minute, 0-0.
Fernie says they're going to come at you, Richie. They're at home. Keep it tight for your home tie. Folly says, how could anybody troll this amazing channel? It's beyond me. It is so genuine. It's actually other Sunderland channels doing it, Folly. Because they didn't like it if I'm getting a few views in, which is just crazy. Because, I mean, they get loads of views and I let them get on with it. And I don't bother with them. It's like, let me get on with my channel. You know, simple as that.
Free kick.
Is it full time yet, says Arthur?
10 yards ahead of him.
Do you know, I'm just pleased that this match is on a Friday night, so I can enjoy the rest of the weekend, whatever happens. I wouldn't like it to be on a Sunday.
No.
Liverman says, you're an odd one, Cabby.
Ben Wilson then recovers the ball.
As the camera zooms in on Enzo Lefay, I must say, mate, he's got his game face on. Joyce Sims, are you related to Ellis by any chance? Welcome along. Says, hoping for a cheeky 1-0 with me, Ender. John Nesbitt says, I'm a minute in front of radio commentary. Everybody's going to be differently synced. It's just as long as you don't put any spoilers up for people who can't see it. I know it's difficult not to.
Down the left here, and Hume gets his boot to it before Rudoni. And now De Silva hooks it across to Van Eyck on the far side. The Dutchman looking for Sakamoto. He's fouled. Free kick to Coventry, just back in their half on the right.
Oh,
David Jackson says, Cabby, you're the best and others are jealous, mate. It's crazy, David. It's crackers. Not forgetting Richie helping as well. He does a cracking job on the channel as well, and he posts videos
Coventry
as well.
fans clearly not happy with the,
It's just
with
crazy.
the challenge.
It's like, please just get on with your own
Quickly
channel.
taken.
Childish, man.
And
It
swings
is
for
just
Ben
childish,
Sheep.
man. Just grow up.
Leaves it for Rudoni.
Should all be in it
Behind
together,
him
man.
is Grimes. And
But I tell you what,
Grimes now
Cabby,
lays off on his
just
left
seeing their Lafitte
to
and Dennis
Kitching.
Certain in particular
Kitching
look on fire.
inside the
On that left-hand
Sunderland
side,
half,
they look
plays it
so
back to Matt
fit and
Grimes.
quick.
Yeah,
Bearded Devonian from Exeter floats it up into the
we
arms
do,
of
right.
Anthony Patterson.
Trisha says, David couldn't put it better myself. Rudy, I was at the Sunderland last game in Prem at the Bridge 2017, and I never thought by 2025 I wouldn't have you return to the top flight. It has been a long time, Rudy. Richie's a top bloke, says David Jackson. He certainly is. Joyce Sims says, when we are at home, I'm hoping for a massive atmosphere. The team's going to help as well. Cheers, Kingfisher.
He plays it wide to Roberts here, and Roberts now, De Silva in front of him. He's dribbling at him to the goal line, and De Silva.
I put everyone in chat sound as well, haven't we, Cabby?
You what, mate?
A nice community. Got a nice
Oh,
community on this channel here.
it's spot on. I mean, the people on the chat and who join in are more important than me. If it wasn't for them.
Exactly.
Plays it here
Exactly,
to the
mate.
right to Dan Ballard. Ballard looking for the run of
That's all
the
you
ender.
need.
Lovely ball for him if he could get on the end of it, but it's headed away by Kitching.
Yeah, Fernie says, if you can replicate the first 5 months of the season, you will walk the playoffs. You were on fire. And he's got a point, Fernie, there.
So far down the other end of the pitch, you
Well,
lose
we
sense
were.
of perspective. With the ball
Hey, we're
at
looking
that
good.
end in front of the Sunderland
Just
fans.
10 minutes, we are giving these a
You
game.
can hear them
So we should and all.
in that corner, 2,800 of them. Throw.
Yes, your QPR, but I respect the channel. Respectfully, spot on. Packet Andrew, I wish I had decent mods for my channel, but I see none of my mods in ages. Yeah, you want to keep at them, Packer.
Halfway inside their half on the left-hand side. We're in the 12th minute now.
Packer's got a canny channel. He does a lot of streaming on FIFA.
Ball played across.
Yeah, I've had a look at these channels. It's really good.
Just dribbling
Dragon
out
Hunter
into
says, how
midfield,
does the
centre
body
midfield,
language of
leaves
the
it
players look compared to how they
Kitching
play?
across here to
They do look
Grimes,
like they've got the
wide
game
left.
faces on. They do
Grimes,
look
Roberts
much
slows
better.
him down, plays it back to Liam Kitching again.
They're not
And
shrugging
Kitching to
around the
Thomas,
pitch.
just to the right of centre circle, then to Van Ewijk, and the Dutchman plays it back in.
So you'd be happy at 0-0 at full time then, eh?
Circle and forwards and out to the
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
Van Ewijk
yeah, 100%.
down the touchline to Rudoni, back to the Dutchman inside to Ben Thomas.
I think any Sunderland fan would
Swung
take
out
that,
to this
Cabby.
left wing, looking for De Silva, who heads it over Hume to Hadji Wright, but Neil whips it off his feet.
Jonathan Mark says, hello,
And
Cabby
for
from a
throw,
sunny
couple of
Eastbourne.
yards from the corner
Good to see you,
flag.
Jonathan. Hope
On
you're
the
well.
left-hand side, a young ball boy
David
sprints
Jackson
down
says,
the
congrats, Fernie. Yeah.
touchline to recover the ball.
Yeah, it's going to be a long throw.
Not from the ball boy. He's only,
Not
he's only
not from him.
3'6". Yeah, cross comes.
Thanks, Trisha. Please
Van
like and
Ewijk
subscribe.
to take
Thank
a long
you.
throw,
It'll
and
be
he
a long
thanks
throw.
the ball boy.
Yeah.
Nice touch from the Dutchman. And the little ball boy puts the ball back on the cone, and Van Ewijk is going to take a long throw from a couple of yards from the corner flag on the left-hand side.
No free headers.
The big men are at the back of the box. Sheaf and Grimes are there, and the ball
You're going to come and
in
get
the
it.
air,
Well
caught by
done.
Patterson.
Well done,
Excellent.
Paco.
That's
Well
what he's
done,
gotta do.
Claimed
Paco.
that one confidently. It was his all the way. Still 0-0.
Cheers for the 55 likes. Let's see if we can get to
Balls in
100
out now
likes.
to
Hit the
Sirkin.
subscribe
Up to
button
the
if you're
halfway
also
line.
new as well.
Lays it
Thank
off
you
then to
very
Lefay.
much.
Sirkin continues his
Now we've got 166 tuning in, which is
Lefay
great.
Plays it back to Joe.
Seeing it's on Sky and
Joe
stuff.
plays it here
Thanks
to
for
the right
tuning
to
in the
Ballard.
MACKEM CABBIE channel with Richie.
Ballard
Very, very much
just
appreciated.
up to halfway.
William Babbitt says, how can
Hume
folks
gave it
not
away to
respect
Wright.
and love this channel? Great,
Now
honest
Sheaf
stuff. I love to
back to
call in
Kitching.
from time to time.
Cross
Yeah,
to
you're
Thomas,
always welcome,
14th
William
minute,
Babbitt. Mate. A lot of
0-0.
Leeds fans are spot on.
BBC
I often
Radio
go.
Newcastle.
I often go on the Just Joe
Thomas
channel.
again
He's
to
a spot on lad as well.
Grimes
He's
now. Grimes
he has
to
a good
Kitching.
channel. Great banter as well.
Kitching up towards halfway.
Folly says,
closed
come
down
on,
by
Sunderland.
Roberts, back to Matt
David
Grimes,
Jackson,
and he
watch
lays
Hadji
it off
Wright
again
his danger. There's a
to
few
Ben
dangerous
Thomas.
players they've got,
Thomas
without a
trying to thread
doubt.
it through, straight
As
to
well.
Luke O'Nien.
Big for set pieces,
Now
isn't he? They've got
Lefay
quite a few big players
Way
there.
back
Coventry
to
compared to us.
Sirkin, nearly caught
I think
by
that's one of our
Van
main
Ewijk,
threats against
but
us, set pieces.
O'Nien manages to get the ball back
You're
up
related to
the
an
halfway line,
ex-Sunderland
but
player,
it's won
funny
back
enough,
there by
Rudy.
Coventry, and they
Well, you can't. There's nothing much to tell between the two sides at the minute, Richie.
where O'Nien
No, there's not.
just taps it back
But it's
to
just
Patterson.
so much better. it's actually it feels like a massive relief inside that we're looking better,
to the right this time,
especially away from home at Coventry. You know what I mean, Cabby?
Gets his head on it.
Oh,
Silva gets his foot on it, and Dan Neal.
I'm so happy with the start. I'm not saying anything too soon yet.
27-year-old American who scored the hat-trick.
absolutely
against
not.
Sunderland, of course, in the league game here.
Hey, Dan Neal's on fire
Back
as well
into the middle
tonight.
again to
Getting in the
Thomas,
tackles,
and
like.
now to Kitching again.
If all of our players can be
Grimes
switched
on
on, there'll be
halfway,
nobody
on
who
the
can
left,
touch us in these
Thomas in
playoffs
front of him.
if we
Comes
switch on.
back to Liam Kitching, just up to halfway for Coventry City here, and he's trying to lift it up through the middle for Thomas Asante, who brought it down well, but Sirkin onto the loose ball.
Sunderland fans singing,
Clears it, but
yeah.
straight to Silva on the touchline, who just keeps
And
it
what will
in.
happen as well, the longer it stays 0-0, and then if Sunderland get into the
Flag to
game,
say it went out, and I'm
Coventry ground will go
100% I
quiet.
think it went out.
went out,
It'll go
actually.
quiet, and it's already starting
Moved
to
his
go a bit
arm,
quiet.
and the assistant decided to believe him, but I don't think the whole ball had gone out there. But it's back in Sunderland's possession.
Oh, Matt Piper, yeah, I remember Matt Piper.
Dan Neal calling players to come back.
Back a little while.
to give
I
Hume
moved for
and
Leicester,
them
yeah,
some
that's right, I
support
remember
here.
him.
He
Aye.
finds Dan Neal, who puts his right foot through it, up to Isidore, who lays it off to Lefay. He's tackled by Sakamoto, but the loose ball to Sirkin.
It's like when you mentioned
Now
Steve
Isidore
Staunton the other
goes
night,
to
Cabby.
chase the ball over to
Jeez,
the
I
left
forgot
wing.
about him. Left
Wins a
back, wasn't he?
throw.
That's right,
Aston
aye.
Villa.
That's
Van
right.
Eyck.
Good player.
Lefay takes it quite quickly. Back to Dennis Sirkin, on halfway, back again to Luke O'Nien. In the 16th minute now, and a
No.
huge ball across the pitch from Luke O'Nien.
Come on,
Over
lads,
back
come
to
on.
Whitehead, and out for a Coventry City throw. Well, the first 15 minutes negotiated.
The fans are definitely on song, Trisha.
It's 0-0. And as you said, it's all about managing the game.
Managing the game.
My favourite...
Liam
Folly's
Kitching
asking,
in
what's
the
our
middle of
favourite
the
Sunderland
Coventry
chant?
half.
Mine's definitely,
He had Rooney Isidore in front of him. Ben Sheaf
oh,
out to the
Alan
right then
Shearer.
to
I can't swear.
Sakamoto.
I think it's funny.
And the
It just makes us
Japanese
chuckle every time.
international plays it to Ben Sheaf, and then
Aye,
again to
definitely.
Rudoni.
You go all together
Rudoni
now.
Back to Ben Thomas in the Coventry half.
Aye.
To the right of the centre circle. Wide again.
I think I like the classic
to
Sunderland Boot Boys song.
Rudoni.
Oh,
Back
aye, absolutely.
to Kitching. Sheaf just ahead of him.
Yeah,
I'm
classic
at
chant, isn't
poker.
it?
Goes down by Mayenda,
Yeah, is I.
plays
And
it
who's
to
on my
Thomas to his
table?
right.
Graham Souness.
Wide
What, you're
right
playing
again
poker with Graham
to
Souness, Mickey.
Sakamoto. He's
Philip
trying to
Stout,
shape
good
Well,
to
we've
see
got
you.
plenty of money.
Lefay
2-1 to the lads. Just keep the faith.
plays it to Rudoni, looking for Thomas Asante. O'Nien clears. Lefay heads on, but it drops back to
I was
Van
not
Eyck.
watching the playoff final, Graham Souness.
Picked up on
That's
that
how he's
far
semis.
side by Ben Sheaf, who plays it back to Ben Thomas in the centre circle. Thomas to Sheaf,
Let's see. I'm not eating my pizza
Van
till
Eyck.
full time. I
So,
can't enjoy it.
out
I like to
again.
savour the
Another
flavour.
throw
Relax.
to Coventry. On the
I think
right-hand
deep down
side.
you're nervous, Cabby. I think you are, and I think you're hiding it.
18th minute.
Do you know what? I swear down, I'm not.
Milan Van Eyck drops the ball to Ben Sheaf. Just inside the.
I'm more nervous
Rudoni
when we
back
start
to
winning.
Sheaf. He held off
When you
Isidore,
start to believe.
and
Let's
now
say
plays
we're
it to
going
Kitching
3 or
and
4 nil up.
Thomas.
That's when my nerves
Kitching
kick in. Because
just
it's the
into
hope
the
that kills you,
Sunderland
Richie.
half, back to
It's
Matt
the hope.
Grimes. Grimes
That's
out
what
on
does
the
it.
right again to Van Eyck. Looking for Sakamoto down the touchline.
And I think we are living in
Continues
dreamland
his
there.
run. Tries to slip it past Job. Job holds him off. There's a battle between the two.
done.
How you
Joe
do,
wins
William
it.
Wilder.
Crashes the ball off of
Come on, Sunderland, take a 1
Ben Sheaf, I
a
think.
nil and then a home result.
Rudoni, and it's a throw to
Anyone on
Sunderland
here
the
going to the Black Cats
left-hand side.
of Italy party? I've heard about that.
0-0,
Yeah.
19th minute.
You're
Dennis
at the
Sirkin just a
earlier
few
in Glasgow. Well,
yards
tell him,
corner
Mickey.
flag on the
Graham Souness, MACKEM,
left-hand
CABBIE and Richie
side.
says hello.
With the throw for Sunderland in their red and white stripes. Down the line.
And a big hello to the 176
Wins it
watching now.
for
Thank you
Coventry.
very much.
Played back to Ben
Tell him he's a
Thomas.
terrible pundit.
And back again.
I know.
Slip you a tenner.
Ben Wilson.
Tell him Roy Keane will knock him.
Laying it
Roy
off
Keane will
again
knock him,
to
absolutely.
Thomas as Coventry look to build again from the back. It's the Coventry substitutes warming up.
Brian
in front of
Hughes
us.
says
The
it's an awful
applause
game. It's 2
away
teams
to
playing chessmate
our
at the minute.
left-hand
Chess,
side.
that's what they're doing. They're just being careful and cautious.
Now wide.
You often get this, you know, at the first leg of the playoffs.
Plays it behind him to Thomas, who tried to get it through into the penalty area. Sakamoto.
These look like they're playing at
going on here, and a free
Excellent
kick to
defending.
Sunderland.
3-4-3.
Dennis Serkin, excellent.
Folly says, what was your results against Coventry this season? It was 2-2 at the Stadium of Light after murdering them in the first half, going 2-0 up. They were very disappointing 2-2, and then we got beaten 3-0, well and truly beaten at their bit.
I was two worldy goals, though, wasn't it? From Isidore and Dennis Serkin.
I was annoyed Richie drawn that game. Arthur says, need a win here, not confident of getting a result at the Stadium of Light. No, there's a lot of fans the same. Durham says, hope there's a fantastic atmosphere at the Stadium of Light. Fernie says, 3 cup finals if you go all the way. Certainly is.
Down the left-hand side, headed on by Thomas. Joe puts his foot
I don't think you're being disrespectful to say, like, I wonder which one of us two will be playing Sheffield United at Wembley. Bristol City aren't going to overturn that. Philip Woody, thanks a lot, mate. Thank you.
So this free kick for Coventry. Tapped by Grimes.
Because it was saying last night in the commentary as well that
back to Grimes, onto Thomas.
their main player for Bristol City was out injured and is going to be out injured for the second leg. And then they got that centre-half sent off last night as well, so he was one of their main centre-half, so he's not going to be playing the next game, so I can see him.
For Grimes in the centre circle, pushing on, looking for Rudoni, who's come back out of the penalty area, right back to pick up the ball, play it right.
Get booked for that.
He's going to get a yellow card here, I think.
Oh, for God's sake.
For wrestling Sakamoto to the floor.
Serkin, man, be here.
It's the second or third time Serkin's been involved, and I think, it's a yellow card for Serkin.
We are due to smash him.
There's a certain inevitability about that yellow card.
Didn't want to send an off.
It's important to keep the line up.
That was a bad challenge, that, from Serkin. Like,
kick.
good luck, Cabby from Memphis. Thank you. It was Rooster. That was a ridiculous tackle.
24 yards out.
He didn't even attempt to play the ball, did he?
Big men are up in the
Dennis Serkin, man, sort that out there.
Coventry City.
There's just no need for that.
Who've won 7 of the last 8 games at home. It's a home form that has driven them into the
just
playoffs.
A total lunge. Took nowhere near the ball.
Just be aware of Thomas.
Thomas is on this left-hand side. He's alone at the moment.
Works out 80 million game, I know.
On the end of the line.
Don't drop, stay up.
Penalty box. It's swung in here, and up in the air. It's headed by.
I didn't expect Sheffield United to blow Bristol City away like that. It's just a shame they've got to play a centre off because it's just different. Cabby, can't hear the commentary constantly talking over it, mate. Telly, I know I can't let the commentary play outright, just in case I get rang for it, because it's classed as a watch along as well.
Touchline. And again,
I would love to let the commentary blast out, but I cannot just let it purely
in the penalty area.
Play it on.
Van Eyck with this long throw, hangs in the air a moment, headed down by Ballard. Sheaf's shot takes a deflection, goes behind.
But I will let you listen to the commentary when it happens, when it gets exciting, when there's a chance.
It's a goal kick to Sunderland. Halfway through the first half, 0-0.
I'm not trying to be a pain.
BBC Radio Newcastle.
I'm just trying to be careful.
Chris Mepham, one of those dropped tonight, warming up with Chris Rigg and Hjelde down in front of us. I wonder what's going through Chris Mepham's mind. He's done nothing wrong.
Could you not stream it on TikTok? Well, I mean, I've got any followers on TikTok for football. I don't have one. I've got a DJ page. I do DJing.
Sakamoto away down the right wing. Lefay trying to win it back off him. Slips down. Sakamoto gets the ball inside to Sheaf. Who gets it back again now and plays it out again to the Japanese on the touchline with Lefay in front of him. And Sakamoto then leaves it for Van Eyck. He crosses. Rudoni can't get it.
These are slowly starting to come into this game now, Cabby.
Yeah,
sitting very, very deep again.
With Kitching chasing him. Gone a little bit wide, but he's still now at the edge of the area, wrestling with him. And Mayenda shoots just past the foot of the post.
I hope so, David Jackson.
Excellent, unlucky.
Did really, really well.
Happy of all trades.
Even with Kitching trying to wrestle him down, Mayenda used his strength and got the shot away.
Oh,
if it was on target, it was a goal.
It was going to creep into the corner, wasn't it? but just past the foot of the post.
Excellent play. And that's what
He's a-
Mayenda
What a run
brings to
by
the
him,
table.
He's a strong player, Mayenda, like. Watford fan. I want Sunderland to get promoted. Well, thank you, you Hornets. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a better season next season. But welcome to the channel, mate.
Sunderland have come.
I was surprised Watford didn't do as good as they had this season, because that's another big club as well, isn't it? Watford.
Haji Wright.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Yeah.
the 2 subscribers. Thank you.
Keeping on his feet. Thomas Asante heading it inside. Haji Wright gets his
It's a
head to
Soko,
Joe.
haven't they? That's Newcastle player. He's a bit of a beast, isn't he?
Coventry half,
He is.
Joe
It's one of the London clubs I don't mind, Watford.
Connections.
Yeah.
Now Grimes.
Got a good history as well to the club.
Edge of the centre
Cracking
circle.
club manager Graham Taylor.
Coventry City 0, Sunderland 0.
Yeah.
Grimes rolls it to
Dale Boyd says we have
Thomas
started
wide
badly,
then
he thinks.
on the far side
Meander
to
2
Sheaf
tonight, says
and,
David.
Rudoni.
Chris
Rudoni
Wilder was a master
decides to
in
play
his
it back
approach,
to
says Philip. Yeah, I
Thomas.
know.
Rudoni makes
He
a
was.
run forwards, as does De Silva. Right is wide.
Oh, thanks, Watford fan. You've
Grimes.
subbed, thank you. You sacked
Just
Tom
taps
Cleverly.
it to his
Yeah, I know
left
you
to
did.
pitch
That
it.
was just like
Oh.
last week,
Pitching
wasn't it?
now. Closed down by Patrick Roberts. Plays it back to Grimes.
I never knew that.
Grimes.
Brian Hughes says.
Sakamoto surely offside.
Brian
Vargas
Hughes says this is
stays down.
schoolboy stuff. We're just hoofing the ball anywhere. Do you agree with that, Richie?
In the end, Job has to dig it out. And Hume
Um,
plays it up. Mienda goes down.
I think we started off in the
No,
first 10
nothing
minutes
from the
very
referee.
positive.
Kitching to right. Down the left of the
know,
penalty
very
area.
clear.
Hume backing off it.
But we're sitting back a little bit now, and we're looking for the counter attack again. Normal sort of like play from there. And inviting Coventry on to get a lot of crosses in as well, but we'll have to be careful here.
But
It's out.
that's a nonsense because the ball clearly went over the goal line.
Yeah.
What is these referees doing, man? Serious to God.
We're lucky there, mind.
Oh, well,
His answer to that is that he couldn't see.
I don't
There
know
was
if
so
that
many
ball
on the
did cross the
touchline
line.
there
You
as
can't
well.
see from that angle.
But in
I think
games
it
of
did.
this magnitude, those are
Looked
the
like it
sorts of
did.
decisions that you'd hope they'd get right.
Well, there was talk about do you use VAR in these playoff games?
Good
I
defending
mean,
by
there's a
Joe.
case for it, isn't there?
Is VAR used in the
Mayenda was fouled.
Good question. Good question.
That ball was
I
out.
know the answer to that. I think it is because it was.
There's the
would have
linesman,
been
man.
used in Sunderland's
It was well out.
final against Wickham. So my guess is yes.
Strange.
Dan Neal. Out to circle.
Good defending though from Job. He had it as well. Trey Hume in the mix there, so that's looking good.
Sakamoto. Sakamoto challenges. It's a corner to Sunderland. It's their first
Come on,
corner
lads.
of the game. Confirmation that VAR is used in the final from Colin. Thank you. Thought as much. And
William
Buffet
says I will not miss the crap refereeing
will
from the
take this corner
championship.
kick on
Yeah,
the
I know.
left-hand
It's been appalling
Good
for a long
delivery.
time.
Lots and lots of clubs have said
Meanders
that as
up
well,
on,
you know.
Ben Wilson. Group of Sunderland players to the further side.
Maybe they'll
of
have
the
to look
penalty
into it.
area to Lefay. Roberts stand there with him as well. Bit of movement now from Job. Lefay's corner. It's headed up by Job, but away to the right-hand side. And a chase out to the left wing by Van Eyck. Keeps it in. Plays it right up to Dan Neal on the centre spot.
Don't panic, Mr. Merman, says
Neal
David.
lays it off to Lefay. Now to
Foley
Cirkin.
says QPR
Looking
nowhere
for the
ready
run
to
of Neal
go
into the
up. We need
penalty
another
area.
new season.
And he's got to try and get to it on the goal line, but he's beaten to it. And Ben Wilson falls gratefully on the loose ball.
John says this is like watching the old
Coventry
Wimbledon.
0, Sunderland
Long
0.
throw-ins. Meander nearly scored.
Meander
All this
close,
talk
an
about giving it all.
opportunity in
This setup is
the
wrong.
24th
Few
minute.
fans saying this setup is wrong, eh?
As the ball played
Dale,
out to
Dale Boyd says, how do you
Kitching
stay
across
calm?
to
I'm going
Thomas.
nuts.
Thomas in the 29th
Just experience,
minute
Dale.
now, bringing us out for
Try asking as if I'm staying calm if we're penalty shootout and Meander's about to take the winning one at Wembley. You ask me if I'm going to be calm then.
Straight through him and now Wright not happy with a challenge.
I'm liking this link up on the left line,
Actually
Cabby,
calms Hume down.
between Lefay and Cirkin. It looks very, very nice.
Walk
Ah, you
away,
know,
only
I know.
to be brought together by the referee again.
Oh,
Sensible refereeing.
Yeah.
You're going to have
Go on,
these
Trey.
tensions in the game.
Cheers, Trisha. Please
It was
like and
something of
subscribe.
nothing.
Thank
Silva
you.
takes the throw.
Get
Back to
Rigon and
Kitching.
Brown, says Dale. William Babbitt,
Into
we've
the
had 3
middle
disallowed goals
to
for
Ben
offside. That
Sheaf.
were a mile on. Yeah, I've seen them all as well, William.
Has
Shocking.
Isidore in front of him and Mayenda. plays it to the left to Kitching again, and he floats it up into the edge of the penalty area. Thomas Asante and Ballard both go down.
He's elbowed him. That's what he's done. He's elbowed him.
Elbowed him, yeah. The referee let play go on.
Yeah, he's elbowed him.
But Ballard's been caught in the throat, I think.
Yeah.
I wonder what you think's going wrong, Gail. What do you reckon's going wrong?
By Thomas Asante. John Busby is chatting to Anthony Patterson and Dan Neal, and Trey Hume standing over Ballard. Ballard certainly felt that.
Doesn't say Ballard's injured again.
That's a blatant foul on him as well. He's landed over there on the shoulder.
Ah, you know.
Hoys him up. And Ballard will jog across here.
What a break, Cabby.
They're all having a break. I think the players have independently decided.
What a break, they haven't even put a shift in yet, man.
The referee's not really got control of it. He's trying to get everybody back on now. This is all happening behind his back.
Adam Beester says, chill out Dale, mate, we will get there with Regis. And Dragon says, is this setup working better in any way? It's hard to tell, isn't it? But we're not 1-0
It is, but I think
we're not 1-0 down, put it that way.
yeah. Mayan and Isidore top by themselves is not working, so maybe he's looked at it and thought, right, on Thursday,
I
isn't
can't quite make out what they're singing, but everybody's standing up.
But that was very unexpected 4-4-2.
As we go into the 31st
Philip
minute
Woody
here,
says the Premiership is boring and
it's for Job,
blasphemous.
and now Neil stabbed back by Rudoni, but
It
into the
is
path of
predictable.
Miyenda.
I will
Miyenda on
say
the
that.
right, the centre midfield, leaves it for Roberts. Roberts back to Miyenda. He's holding off De Silva, trying to get into
Go
the
on,
penalty
Joe.
area, but De Silva wins it back. Finds right on the left-hand side. Lafay is over on this right-hand side now. It's tapped out. It's a Coventry throw.
That's the only thing with Ballard, isn't it? He's made of glass.
Will jog back across to the left side.
Yep.
Silva gets the ball back from the throw.
Must defend that.
David
Inside
says,
to
how will lads
Grimes,
get one before
Grimes
half-time,
swinging it right
hopefully.
across the pitch to Sakamoto and Fanevike, and inside to Rodoni, and then back onto the halfway line to Ben Thomas.
The Sheffield United Bristol City game started off like this.
On the halfway line.
If I send enough,
Yeah.
change the game though.
Thomas Asante,
Oh, it did, yeah. I think it would have been a better competitive game last night if that hadn't happened, but Sheffield United had too much quality for them.
Ballard, and then hooked away by Dan Neal.
Well done. Well defended.
Are you waiting for the
On halfway,
buy-on
right,
clause fully, are you?
Coventry City. Since February 2007,
Yeah, Kiefer Moore's a hell of a
these two
problem
have
up
played
front.
10
I
times.
wish we'd signed him
Coventry have
because
won
he's
5, and there have been 5
he might not be a
draws.
constant goal scorer, but he's a
certainly
problem.
A draw would be
Well, we've had our
a result
chances,
for
I think.
Sunderland tonight. Of course, a win would be
Mark
fantastic,
Palmer
but
says
they just need
0-0
to
after
manage
30
this
minutes
and
away
take
from home
the
is
back
positive.
to the Stadium of Light.
I'll give
Yeah.
you that one. I think we'll get one, says Trisha.
Grimes.
It will lift the team and they will get hungry for more. I hope you're right.
Thomas tried to slip it through again. Job cuts it out. Thomas all the way back
How's the
to Ben
trots,
Wilson.
Rich?
Wilson, who is in goal at Wembley 2
Top
years
three
ago.
for a week now,
A 1-1
mate.
draw with Luton.
Feeling great.
Luton won
Eat
6
what I
of
want
their
again.
penalties.
Drink what I want again.
Patterson gets the ball as it comes bouncing back through to him.
Didn't want to catch that again though, because it's a horrible bug that. It only lasted a few
Roll to
days.
Ballard. Ballard brings this out. Hume
Is the Pope a Sunderland fan?
the right
Someone
touchline.
phone him.
back to
Yeah, he was a good player. Yeah, he was a good player. Agree, Marcus. No silly early
O'Brien
goal.
and Ballard back at the edge of the
And
penalty
James
area.
Maddison
Ballard
in the
and
crowd.
O'Brien in the box on the left.
Aye.
Rudoni's cutting the route back to the goalkeeper. Neil just outside the
This is
penalty
where you
area,
want-
plays it to Ballard.
Sorry, Nick. This is where you want Wilson Isidore to get more involved, don't you?
Just get some movement from him.
Yeah.
It's- Hume is looking for the run here of Lafay, but it's over. He thinks he's pushed at the edge of the penalty area. Referee doesn't. Ben Wilson has the ball.
Oh, Wilson went down easy there, man.
34th minute, 0-0. Live on BBC Radio
Fernie
Newcastle.
says you can have Bamford next season, Rich.
Rolled out to Kitching. Grimes back to Liam Kitching.
No, no thanks.
Plays it back to Ben Wilson.
He'll never play. He'll play about
Oh, it
2
wasn't.
games and
Brings
be
the ball
injured all
outside
season.
the area and pushes it out now to Kitching again on this.
It wasn't Isidore,
left-hand
it was,
side up
Lafay.
towards the halfway line.
Yeah, I can
Frank
see.
Lampard waving him forward. It's played inside to Matt Grimes. Grimes High ball played out wide, looking for Van
So
Eyck.
Coventry
It's
last
away
season
behind
reached
him
the
by
playoff final.
For a throw to Coventry City.
They've switched it now,
18,
Cubby.
20
So they've got
yards out from the
Lefebvre
right.
up top with
Another long
Mayanda
throw.
and Isidore on the
And the
left.
Dutchman, will take another long throw.
Well, Coventry went up to Riverside that
Referee's
time and
saying
beat
a
them
few
on their
yards
patch to
further
book a
down.
place in the playoff final against
Milan,
Luton. Let's hope they don't
Van Eyck
repeat that
Command your
and do
box
it to
here.
another North East club.
Steps back into the advertising boards and takes a short throw to Sakamoto just outside the area. He curls it in, and
It's
it's
going to be
somehow
interesting to
palmed
see how
behind by
Lefebvre gets
Patterson.
on up top.
Yeah, Hadji right and Kitching and Thomas all over him, but he's managed to get his palms to it and push it behind
Ben Patterson.
for a Coventry corner, their fourth of the game. And we know he's going to be under pressure again here, Patterson. They crowd the 6-yard box.
He just
Front
can't
edge of the
catch.
box,
He
that's
just
what they
can't
be
catch
aware
the
of.
ball, Patlock, can he?
Thomas over on the right side of the penalty area with Ben Sheaf. And Grimes with his left, looking here for the edge of the 6-yard box. Hume heads it out. Sakamoto runs onto it. On his left, curls it back into the box, headed out by Job. De Silva lays it off to Grimes. Grimes pushes it to Rudoni, pulls it back, but it runs away to Mayenda. Mayenda tackled by Grimes. Neil picks the loose ball up, but
Come
then
on, man.
pushing it on, Grimes wins it back and plays it all the way back to Ben Wilson, who comes out of his area to retrieve it and pushes it out to Sakamoto. 36th minute, 0-0.
Getting fouled tonight, man.
Grimes
Eh?
wide to Rodoni. Back
Getting
inside
fouled a lot
to
tonight,
Matt Grimes,
Mayenda.
just inside
I
the
know.
Sunderland half. Down the right wing to Sakamoto again. Rudoni just inside. Jack
If
Rudoni.
he come back out to
Still
the
only
left
23 years old. It seems like
So they
he's
must
been
be
around for
switching
years.
this during the game
Out
then,
to
Cubby.
Sakamoto.
Must be.
Inside to Rudoni again. Looking for right on the right side of the penalty area. Job slides in. Throw to Coventry. A yard or so from the corner flag.
Another long one, is it?
Van Eyck's going across.
35 minutes gone. What's your thoughts, Richie?
And everyone
Better
else is
performance,
on
I'm
the,
happy with it so
penalty
far. A
area
little
now,
bit
so
nervy from set
suggests
pieces.
It will be a long
Apart
throw
from
this
that,
time from
I'm seeing, like I said, the positive signs on this left-hand side with Lefebvre and Certain.
The crowd in him.
Patty right on Patterson.
Job, I think, is playing fantastic so
Thomas is
far.
in there as well. Rudoni's at the edge.
He's
of
definitely probably the
6-yard
best
box.
player
In comes the long
for
throw.
Sunderland
Hangs in
at the
the air
minute.
a moment. Ballard or
And we're looking all right
Sirkin heads it
defensive.
out.
We're looking
Grimes'
pretty
volley
good
over the
defensively
top.
as well. So yeah, I'm quite
Goal
happy
kick to
with the
Sunderland.
start. We're going 0-0 at half-time. I'll be very, very
37th
happy.
minute.
David Jackson says, we
retrieves
haven't
the
switched the
ball.
button on, so it's business as usual.
Puts it down in the
Terry's
Do
going
you
nuts,
reckon
says
that
Dale.
pretty much on the 6-yard line. Plays it out to Hume. on
We're
his
holding our
right-hand
own.
side.
I think Coventry are just slightly on top.
Back to Ballard when he's closed down by Hadji Wright.
They're
Ballard
getting
plays it
more
out to the halfway line,
chances,
looking
but
for
they are at home.
Mayenda. And he's surely was he tripped, pulled
I want to
down,
see.
referee
I want to
says,
see
"Foul."
Isidore getting
Foul,
involved more.
squares up to Kitching.
It was a foul.
Yeah,
Looked
he's
to
a
me
bit
like
quiet,
a
isn't
foul.
he?
Yeah.
But the throw's been
So
given.
is Paddy
The
Roberts
officials
as well.
having a word with Regis Lebris. James Linnington. Back to
Oh,
Kitching.
come on, keep your cools, lads.
Inside then to Thomas. Thomas back to Kitching.
It's just the
Looking
goals.
like they've got
Matt
desire.
Grimes.
It's
Like
just.
they've got desire, they've got a bit of fight in them.
Back again to
It's just. We're just
Kitching in
lacking
the centre
scoring
circle.
goals,
Ben
Richie.
Thomas
That's
just
what.
to his
That's what
right.
worries me.
Thomas out to
Yeah.
Van Eyck. The Dutchman gives it to Lefebvre. Behind him is Joe.
Big problem
Looking
for at the minute,
Isidore.
isn't it?
Isidore was trying to find Roberts. It's a bit optimistic. De Silva gets in front of.
Just
Cannot grumble at this
There's
first
trying
half.
to sprint away from Roberts. Runs into Hume. Throw to Coventry on halfway.
Yes, John Nesbitt says problem we have right now is we're not passing the ball well enough, giving the ball away far too
0-0,
cheaply.
38
We are.
minutes
Every time we're
nearly
going
played.
forward, we're
De
trying to get a
Silva takes the
move.
throw.
Coventry are
Back
just
to
dispossessing
Ben
us.
Sheaf.
Ryan
On the
says we're
West
getting
Ham
nothing from the
square.
ref.
And,
Yeah, there's been a few dodgy
now
fouls, like I said.
wide
Mayanda's
to
getting the kick tonight.
Sakamoto, trying to cut inside, tries to cross into the penalty area, off Lefebvre, drops back though to Thomas. Thomas on the right,
dear me.
out wide to Sakamoto again, and Sakamoto, Lefebvre in front of him. He's got Van Eyck
Ryan
behind
says,
him.
yeah, but this is
Dutchman
really
plays it
bad.
to Ben Thomas, and Thomas now lifting it down the right again to Sakamoto.
Coventry have
And, this time he's got
77.3
Sirkin
possession.
in front of him. Plays it down the line for
That's
Van
a lot, isn't
Eyck.
it?
Crosses. It's headed behind by Isidore.
I'm not really sort of focusing too much on Coventry at the minute. I'm watching where we're playing and how we're playing.
Jack
Yeah.
Rodoni's going down to take this.
And
Over
again,
on the right-hand
concentration.
side.
Yeah.
No free headers.
They're the home team. They're going to go for it. I said this before the game.
Again, all the
Coventry's going
players
to
pushing up
have to
into
have a
the
go.
6-yard box that set Ben Thomas
Yeah.
is standing just off the penalty spot with Eliza Mienda. Thomas has gone to the back of the area now into the D. He's going to make a run, is he, into the box? Referee's seen something. He's waving at the players in the penalty area now. He's still not entirely convinced he's happy. He's stepped back into the penalty area, John Busby. And there's a lot of grappling going on the 6-yard line. It's swept in by Rodoni. O'Nien goes tumbling to the floor, and it's a free kick to Sunderland.
It's a pretty open game, fully. I wouldn't say it's end to end. It's
Patterson
Coventry have got a lot of possession. The pepper in the Sunderland goal. They've had a few corners.
Coventry nil, Sunderland nil.
Smoker Joker says, be really happy with the draw here. Try to take them out up our end.
First half,
Welcome to the channel, mate.
first quarter of the
This first half's gone quick.
2 ties.
Thanks for the subscriber.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you.
was.
Through. Goes over Mienda's head, the kick.
Is the formation working,
And then
Richie?
Grimes trying to get it out to De Silva. He keeps it in, but straight to Roberts. On to Mienda. And Mienda across the back of the penalty area.
It's looking
Gets
more
it through the
positive.
edge of
That's
the
about
area
as much
now
as I
with
can say about it.
Lefebvre.
Like.
And a free kick.
And a
to
great
I don't think
Sunderland
he'll stick with his
outside
4-4-2 all
area.
game though.
I think he felt he was fouled the previous time. And
Fernie says a draw or a 1-0 loss is not a bad result to take back to the stadium of light. No. But you certainly don't want to go to the stadium like 2 goals down.
It wasn't there.
no, the referee, I think, he's conceded that, and he's let Lefebvre put the ball there. It's 22, 23 yards out. Just
Good.
technically behind the.
Oh, well, Lefebvre
the-
smash this in the back of the
Sunderland
net, will
bench
you?
is bouncing around and waving wildly at the players. I'm not quite sure. Do they want Isidore wide on this right-hand side?
Yeah. Out of the way.
Yeah, Pedro Ribeiro's frantically, or is it Michael Proctor's waving at someone over there on the left-hand side? Roberts and Lefebvre. It's to Roberts, then Lefebvre. Back here for Trey Hume, and it's headed clear. He tried to smash it in, but Coventry headed out, only to Roberts on the right. And then the ball slides down to the goal line. Flag is up. It's a goal kick.
Came to nothing then.
Hard to say exactly what happened with Hume's shot because the angle at which we sit and so far away, but I think it crashed into a defender.
Half time be good, 0-0 for Sunderland.
So obviously we're working a free kick that they worked on the training.
I'm very
ground,
happy with that.
but didn't quite come off. Ben
We're
Wilson
just
has
not
this
quite doing
goal
enough
kick
up
for
front, are
Coventry
we?
in the 42nd minute.
No,
BBC Radio Newcastle.
been a problem for us.
Coventry
It's most of the
Sunderland
second
nil.
half of the season, isn't it?
Moon high in the sky.
Good damn match,
The
says
sky
Philip.
is taking on a slight purple tinge as Ballard heads the ball down the right.
I know there isn't any
Actually
extra
right,
time
trying to
tonight.
find Rodoni comes back to
If
Grimes
it's full
on
time,
halfway.
0-0, whatever it
Isidore
is,
made an attempt to tackle
that's
him,
it.
but
It
it's
takes
back
it
now
to the
with
stadium.
Kitching.
Like, do we play Tuesday next week?
Kitching into
Yeah,
Grimes
8 o'clock.
at the back of
It's
the
Tuesday, is it?
centre circle.
Yeah,
43rd
Sheffield United
minute.
and Bristol City's Monday.
To his right to Thomas. Thomas wide again to Rodoni.
Paul Heaven
Just
says, can't
inside
stand
the
the Sky
Sunderland
pundits.
half.
Arthur says 3-0 at
Back
full
to
time would be
Thomas.
better. Oh, aye.
And Thomas walking this into the.
David Jackson says, why are we
Sunderland
worried
half.
it's only
Back
Coventry?
to Matt Grimes in the centre circle. Grimes out to Thomas down the touchline to Sakamoto.
Because they always
Van
find
Van Dijk's
a
in the
way.
penalty area. So is Thomas Asante. So is Haji Wright. Comes back out to Ben Sheaf.
I like this
Down
sitting
the
deep
right
like
again
this,
to
man.
Van Eyck.
No,
Should be
no,
pressing
no,
these.
no.
Slows him down. Dutchman plays it back to Sheaf. Sheaf tackled by Isidore. Foul, says the referee.
You've got to move your feet.
Clumsy challenge
Yeah.
by Isidore.
It's almost like
Coventry have a free
we're
kick.
going to be
Outside
we're going to
the
be playing
penalty
for a
area on the
0-0,
right.
or we're playing for a draw. We're starting to get deeper and deeper at the back. Yeah, it's another stupid free kick there by Isidore, giving away a free kick there. It was
Haji Wright.
nowhere near the ball
Ben
again.
Thomas all in the
Maybe that's why he's played now and
Sunderland
down
penalty
Isidore
area.
so we can hit on
Yeah.
the counter
Defensive
attack with the
wall,
pair.
12 yards
Cov your
out.
bogey team. Oh,
Concentration
massively, Fernie, massively.
Roberts stands off it on the left.
I don't think we've beat Coventry at their ground since 1920 something, have we?
That's it.
Free kick will be taken by
1800s.
Chief. Hold your line.
Yeah, Isidore,
Chief then steps
Tarragon.
back a few yards. Ben
Targaryen
Thomas is
says
just
we're
ahead
lucky
of the
not to get booked
line
there. I've
with
seen refs
Grimes
give
and
yellow
Kitching
cards for that.
at the
Like,
moment. And in comes Sheaf here. He dinks this in, and Haji Wright's head has gone well over.
Sunderland are playing
I
tough,
think it was
says
Patrick
Philip.
Roberts, one of the smallest players on the pitch, who was on Haji Wright's shoulder.
At this
He's one of the
stage,
tallest
when we
players on
played them
pitch,
in the
but Haji
league,
Wright
what
headed
was the
the
score?
ball
Can you remember?
behind for a goal kick to Sunderland.
When we played them in the league,
Yeah, at
Of
Coventry
45,
this season.
how much will be added
44
on?
minutes
3-0.
gone.
It's
Was it-
Haji-
We'll find out in about
Haji Wright got a
45
hat-trick, didn't he?
seconds.
What was the score at half time?
Many stoppages. There's been enough for maybe a couple of minutes. I
Oh.
don't know. I mean, I wouldn't.
I'm going to say 0-0,
think we're going to see more than 2 minutes.
I think.
Patterson then with the goal kick. It's 0-0 as we
That's
approach
because we're not
half-time.
passing the ball
hangs
well enough,
in the
says
air.
John.
It's headed
Jack
on
says, we'd like
by
to see a
Sheaf.
better link up with the
Come back
attacking
to
players on the
Ballard here.
counter.
Thomas Asante
Yeah,
is
Mienda
sprinting
sometimes
after it.
tries to do
Goes
it
back
alone.
to Patterson, who puts his foot through it.
Ian Brown,
Right
all right,
through the
lads. How
middle.
we doing, Ian?
Headed
Good to
away
see you,
by
mate.
Thomas back into the Sunderland half. 09.
Yeah,
just
William Babbitt says
back
Richie is
down
right.
again, that
Sitting
left-hand
deep
side.
is
He scored
dangerous.
with Chase
We've got a
Thompson
habit of
getting on
doing
the
that.
stand.
It's a good ball.
Yeah, it was. In the
Aye.
end,
It was 0-0 at half
Not
time,
pressing,
David.
no.
Coventry onto the back foot. Seconds away from 45
It's all right to
minutes.
sit deep,
James
but we're
Lennington
not pressing
comes
the
out
ball,
with
we're just letting them play.
ball. We'll get a minute.
Durham Diver says, need half time to come. Hopefully a good half time team talk will do the trick.
We're 10 seconds into that minute now, and the throw for Sunderland on the left-hand side inside the Coventry half drops.
What's
here
all the
to
nerves
Joe,
about?
who lays
0-0.
it back off to 09. Now to Ballard in the centre circle.
I am feeling a bit better now.
Wide on the right to Hume. Hume back to Ballard. Ballard back again to Patterson.
Job's had a very good first half.
Oh, yeah, as I.
Drives towards the left over Lefay and Van Ewijk for a throw to Coventry City.
Would you make any changes at half-time, Cabby, or would you
Dodgson
still
recovers
send
the
them
ball
out,
with
same team,
15
same
seconds
formation?
left of the
I would still say the
minimum
same.
minute added on by John Busby at the end of this first half.
A lot of Sunderland fans
Well,
are,
cool.
are feeling disappointed, Richie, that Meffen's on the bench.
He's going to put the whistle to his mouth any second now.
Doesn't deserve it, does he? He's been
There's the
amazing, but
half-time whistle.
you can see it a mile away. Ballard and
Oh.
09 was the
Managed the first half very
original
well. In
two.
fact, you've
Graham Harris,
rightly
thanks for popping
say
in, mate. I'm a
had
Coventry
the
fan.
best
Good luck
chance
to
when
whoever
the
wins.
end
Yeah,
shot.
same to you,
Yeah,
Graham.
to the penalty
May the
area.
best
You've
team
got to
will
say that
win.
first
Two big
45
clubs at
minutes
each
been a
other.
professional job. They've stayed
But,
compact, they've
welcome
kept
along,
the
mate.
shape. And, you know, it's interesting that they've gotten the two up. You
Good.
it's
I'm pleased
frustrating
with
Coventry
0-0
a little bit.
half-time.
Yeah.
You know, they're finding it difficult to play through us. You know, I think
I would
the
change
only,
to a
shall we
4-3-3
say,
this
the worry
half
is
time.
on
Would ya?
set
I would
pieces,
put,
the corners, and maybe
yeah,
long
I think I'll
throws,
put
but I
Easy
think
Go
he's
out on the
dealt with
left
them very,
and
very
Lefay
well.
in the middle, but
It'll be interesting to see how Coventry City address things in the second half if Frank Lampard doesn't feel it's
kind of working. You know what I mean? It's kind of
he's got those
in this
options to
formation.
change things on the bench, but likewise Regis
I am a little bit worried still at set
options
pieces,
now,
Cabby.
not only to change players but to change formations.
Main danger tonight. But yeah, how do you feel about that then, mate?
I just don't know what the fuss is about. is it
Mate, you're proper cool about this, like.
just experience, mate? been there so many times. What do I think of that? I do think it's. How can I put it? Is it a better performance by Sun? We'll look tighter. We'll look harder to break down, but it's only half time.
Yeah.
I want to see us. I mean, is he scared to go forward? Case he will let somebody in. I don't know. Isidore, there's still something not right with Isidore. He's still far too quiet. Dale Boyd says needs to get certain off before he gets a red. Fernie says that seemed a quick 45. Yeah, I just want an even quicker 45 second half so I can enjoy my weekend. Solid.
Pizza, man, that's all you're thinking about.
Absolutely. NM, mate, good to see you. He says solid half that. He says Roberts is absolutely awful.
He is, he's very quiet for that. Yeah, he is. He's one of them. It's the same with Isidore. He's not quite at it today, is he?
Where's Isidore's hunger? But like I say, Isidore seems to shine when Mundell's on. I keep saying this, we are missing so much Romain Mundell. I don't know what it is, but when Mundell's on and he's running at the defence, he causes hell on. he causes hell on when Mundle, that big man mountain he is, when he runs at the defenders, he causes them panic. And it seems to open the doors for the likes of Isidore. Mundle's missing in the side. We're nowhere near as powerful up front. And that's a fact. That is a fact.
He brings that pace, doesn't he, that defenders don't like, because he cuts inside and those centre-half do not like that pace off him.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when Mundle is, though, Cabbie, he's a flair player as well, so he can pull something out of nothing, him. And we've seen it. We've seen that goal that he scored. You know what I mean? He's thinking, right, I'll take this on, and bam, there you go.
I know. If Mundle starts on Tuesday, you'll see a different Sunderland going forward, I'm telling you now. David Green also says bring Serkin off because of the yellow. Bring on MACKEM. Is that wise, do you think? Do you think Serkin's had a good game? Has he been quiet?
I think he's linked up well with Rafael on the left-hand side. There's been, from the top of my head of that first half, I can remember 2 decent chances that they've created, but I wouldn't bring him off yet. It would just depend on the way he wants to approach it. If we're still going to be trying this counter-attack, we need him on for his pace. But would he bring MACKEM on and put Luke O'Neill maybe at left back, just in case he picks up another one and gets banned for next match? I can see him getting brought off at some point, but I think he'll start the second half.
Thomas Jones says defending's good. Lafay should have gone for goal on the free kick. Ballard has literally won every header in and around the box, and I think that's why MACKEM's on the bench, because I think he just seems to have that edge. Ballard, he just seems to control it better in the box, right in the middle of the box where the balls come in. We do seem to be solid when Ballard's there. David Jackson says if we draw tonight and Mundle plays Tuesday, we win. He says. Dale says we have, but he's injured too often. Harry Turner says, to me, we've not really been in midfield. It's always the wide men job, and Dan getting nothing. David Jackson, Jack Reed, he's had a decent game, just risky with a yellow. Folly says, will he miss the second leg if he gets booked again? Yeah, he will, won't he?
Maybe sent off if he gets booked again.
If he gets booked again, he'll be sent off, yeah.
I don't think I don't think there's any sort of yellow card ruling, is there?
I don't know. If anybody knows that, I mean, does the suspension count if you get a straight red? Do you miss the next 2 games, like the second leg and the final, if we go through? I don't know. Bong says, I want to see Serkin moving more forward. Fernie says, I think Regis Sabri doesn't want to lose this game. We'll see a different Sunderland at the home game. Yeah, I know. Meffin is one of your best players, says Philip. Yeah, he is. He's a quality player, without a shadow of a doubt. I just think he trusts Meffin a bit more. Sorry, he trusts Ballard a bit more in the centre of our box. He does seem to read.
I think Ballard's I think he's a better defender than Meffin. I'm going to give that to Ballard. But the thing is the only problem with Ballard is he can't stay fit.
No, I know that.
That's the problem. See, Chris Meffin brings a lot of leadership as well, you know. You can see at the back, he's sort of like organising things for Luke O'Neill a bit. But yeah, I knew he wouldn't drop O'Neill. I mean, fans were screaming out for Ballard and Meffin to line up, and I can see why, because that would be an unbelievable 2 centre-half pairing, but I just couldn't see him dropping Luke O'Neill. I'm not sure what he sees in him, really.
I don't know.
I mean, he's good with his clearances, you know what I mean? He'll get stuck in, and he's quite pacey a little bit as well, Luke O'Neill, but yeah, that's good.
Dale Boyd says Brown should be on. Harry Turner says Coventry are ready because Sunderland are always going to the wide man. He says been to try to go through the middle of the park. David Jackson says 2 yellows or a red, you're suspended either way. Folly says, yeah, I thought it was a straight red and he'd miss. I could be wrong. I don't know. I think Serkin's experienced enough now. He'll know that he's on that yellow. Bong says,
2 minutes.
Yeah, okay, mate, no problem. 09's passing is better than Meffin's, Richie. Rig on as well. Move LaFay. Yeah, LaFay's been quiet, hasn't he? He's been quiet. My co-host is Richie. He's a good lad. He's been with the channel now for quite a while, a good couple of months or so now. But he does a lot of the streams. He's a good lad. David Jackson 09 is no Kevin Ball. Richie, and he's not. No. Who have you got on the bench? Well, we've got the likes of... we've got Riggy Boy on the bench. I'd like to see what he can do. Oh, excuse me, I've had such a busy week at work. We haven't really got massive impacts players, Folly. I would say. Michael Gunning, good to see you, mate. He says, hi, everyone. Hanging on every second so far. I'm feeling confident deep down. He says, positive vibes to all the lads. It's a new comp and the team is doing well so far. Fernie says, was looking at the stats before a game. Good player, but stats, nothing to shout about. Nah. It's how many times you put the ball in the onion bag. That's what matters the most. Sky always goes on about statistics and how many corners and how many possessions. It means jack to me. It means absolutely nothing to me, that, like. Because you win games by scoring goals. Simple as that. Paul Heron says, can't see us holding out if the second half goes the same way. Need to tweak something in the tactics. No, you totally agree, Paul. We cannot come out second half and just let's defend this 0-0. But you can see Regis Labrie, can't you? Going for the defensive option, which I hope not. Let's defend this 0-0 lead. Time to shut the windows. The temperature's dropping. Cabbie Richie is a credit to your channel, mate. Cheers, David. Thank you. Steve says, can you take Richie to take his cap off, please? It's really distracting. Hey, it's up to Richie what he wants to wear, mate. Ooh. But you'll see the channel. How are you doing?
Good, mate. Shutting me windows. It's bloody freezing.
"90th pen would be sweet," says Folly. David Jackson says, Cabbie Richie is a credit to your channel, mate. Which is good.
Oh, cheers, man. I appreciate that.
Is Richie your son, Cabbie? Aye, he's me boy, aren't you?
Christ, mate.
No, he's me daughter. He's a good lass.
Is that because we're bald, is it?
God knows. Oh my God. It's a Friday and I am nice and relaxed. We're having a barbecue this weekend. The weather's been glorious. Glorious.
It's going to be nice, isn't it, for the next week? It's a little bit chilly here by the coast, like, but it'll warm up soon enough. Oh, super Kev. I like living near the coast, Cabbie, because it's when the summer comes, you can go down there and escape. It's a little bit cooler.
Oh, absolutely. Stevie111 says, where's Davey? He's just been feeling a bit under the weather recently. So he's just taking things easy.
Yeah, he'll be back soon, man, when he feels like it, isn't it?
Aye. John Nesbitt says, we would be in front if we had passed the ball better. Coventry long balls into the box, Merchants, long throws. But you have to get hold of that midfield and slide the ball through the strikers. The strikers are getting nothing. The strikers are. They're just getting nothing at all.
Oh dear.
My mate Jason Webster, an old pal of mine from years back, he says he thinks we're playing for a 0-0.
Yeah, I'll take that. Definitely take a 0-0. Be very happy with that going to the stadium tonight.
Yeah. I just said to my mate Jason, we'll come out second half and have 15 players behind the ball.
Yeah, mate, you're probably right. I just hope it don't sit like this all second half, man.
I don't bloody know.
A good start. You want to play like we started the game. It was a good first 10 minutes.
I know.
And see the likes of maybe Tommy Watson getting brought on. Chris Rigg at some point, maybe.
It'd be an interesting one, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Be a good couple of derby games of the Mags if you get promoted. Did you hear Lee, says Fernie, did you hear Lee Clark actually saying he wants Sunderland to get promoted? The Newcastle former player and Sunderland former player. But he's Geordie through and through, and he says he'd like to see Sunderland get in the Premier League because he too misses the derbies. And he says the Premier League will be a better league with Sunderland and Newcastle in it.
Of course it would.
As it's a big fixture, isn't it? Forget the Man United and Man Cities and the Liverpool Evertons. When you got Sun and Newcastle playing each other, it's like the old firm of the Premier League, isn't it? We'll blow all the other derbies to smithereens. US says, I'm guessing second half will be 0-0 into extra time, still 0 and then into pens. Only if it's the second leg, US. If it stays 0-0 at the Stadium of Light, then it goes to extra time and penalties. Or does it go straight to penalties after full time? Don't think it does it?
I would imagine extra time, maybe, isn't it?
The first half performance.
I'm not sure, Cabby, on that one, but I'm pretty sure it'll go extra time. I remember actually if the play, isn't that nothing like that happened last year, did it?
No.
Can't remember.
Let's keep going. Get 09 before full time. Save the cap, says Paul. Cantencio and second half. I'm rather personal, said Tricia. Have you heard of
Someone asked what does Davy smell like?
Folly says straight to pens. I don't know. Is that right? I don't think it is there an extra time if it's 0-0.
I don't know, mate. I can't Google it at the minute because I've got all my screens on.
Half in their red and white stripes, black shorts. Coventry, of course, in their sky blue shirts, white shorts. And in the second half, Coventry will be.
I don't think there's any changes. No, there's not.
From technically the main stand here on the side of the exhibition hall.
What are you expecting second half, Rich?
The Sunderland fans wait on right.
Well, what I would like to see is a bit more pressure like we did in the first 10 minutes of the first half, but what I'm expecting is just to sit behind the ball and counter attack.
Either head coach
I think that's probably what's going to happen. And then they'll score and then we'll be under pressure again.
Yet to be seen whether Sunderland can get Lefay
I hope not.
more into the game.
Well, I've yet to see Sunderland turn it on. Have you? I've not seen it yet. Lampard doesn't look happy, David Green. Yeah.
Up to the edge of the Sunderland penalty
No shots on target in the first half, have you?
And then wide on the left to Silva. Behind him is Chief, who plays it back into the centre circle to Thomas. And Thomas here to
Honest Northern Gamer, he says, based on previous results with Coventry, I think 0-0 or 1-0 will give us a chance. A loss here would be hard to overcome as they could just park the bus, as we've not scored many. Yeah, I know.
Runs there into Ben Thomas,
He's got a point.
who just stands his ground, and the ball runs off him for a throw to Sunderland, which is left by Lefay for Dennis Sirkin, just a few feet in front of Regis Lebris in this opening minute of the second half. The skies darkening above us. Sirkin's throw down to Isidore. He's trying to find Isidore.
There's no big chances for any nothing. But you often get this. It's the same when it's a World Cup or the Euros. The first games in the groups are very like this because they're just being cautious, the teams.
Trying to stay with him, but Grimes plays it out to Rodoni on this right-hand side. Sakamoto's made a run, sprint down the touchline on the right-hand side into the Sunderland half. Here is the Japanese winger.
Trisha.
It's played back.
Come on, Sunderland says Foley. That's a QPR fan shouting at us.
Ben Thomas.
Can we get to 100 likes? We're on 88 likes, so we're doing well.
On the halfway line. Out wide again to Sakamoto. Sakamoto
Thank
inside.
you so much.
Sheaf forwards to Rodoni. Edge of the corner of the penalty area. Gets through, but the ball rolls away from him. Behind for a goal kick. Anthony Patterson, all in black. This evening for Sunderland, but as always in short sleeves. In fairness, the weather today has been so warm, we'll get away with it.
Would you rather go out after 2 games or in the final? That's a good question, that, David.
In the Midlands.
There's nothing worse losing in the final. It's not as hard when you lose in the semi-final.
At the Stadium of Light on Tuesday. Full commentary on
yeah, it's great. A lot more in the final, wouldn't it? But I'd rather lose in the final than lose in the semi-final.
He too
wears
short sleeves.
I mean, it's a massive high to get into the final. But it's, I mean, I've experienced it when we lost on penalties against Charlton. You can't get any nearer than that, a penalty shootout, to get promoted. But it was worth it because the next season we were amazing.
It's hooked back then to Matt Grimes, looking for Rodoni ahead of him, and down the left.
I always had a little soft spot for Sunderland. Republic of Ireland team used to have half the team. They did, Foley, that's right. Joyce Sims says, how were the lads? Philly Woody says, Lampard is like a serpent, watch out.
And eventually,
we've got a lot of Irish history at Sunderland.
On the far side, and he's dribbling through to the edge of the penalty area, tries to cross, it bounces away from Haji Wright, and is hooked clear by Enzo Lefebvre, but straight back to Rodoni on that left-hand side, inside to Sheaf.
Bright start from Sunderland, from Coventry, should I say.
De Silva crossing, deep cross, and Thomas Asante heads over the crossbar. 49th minute, then 0-0.
Imagine losing in the final. It's been a long way back to Sunderland. It'd be terrible. We've lost plenty of times at Wembley, Fernie. I mean, it's the same for you guys. I mean, it's not as far. You remember you lost to Southampton and you lost to Doncaster in the playoff finals. It's crap, isn't it?
Jogging down wide down the touchline.
Honest Northern Game, he says, I think Sheffield United or Coventry in the Premiership would be a guaranteed win for many top teams. At least Sunderland would give them a good game and it would be entertaining.
Back to Ben Wilson at the edge of the Coventry penalty area. I think the fact there's so many Bens in the team, Ben Sheaf, Ben Wilson. I was thinking Thomas must be a Ben as well, but it's Bobby Thomas. He gets it to Sheaf, to Thomas Asante, gives it straight away to Enzo Lefebvre. He trips Sakamoto.
Southern lad, can you give a shout out to me dad listening from Devon? Came down here, gave birth to a MACKEM for life. Alfie, good big shout out to Alfie. How you doing? Hope you're enjoying the match, mate.
Here at the CBS Arena.
Great match, says
Phil. Trying to get down the left wing is Haji Wright, and in the end Hume, I think it just goes sprawling, and it's a free kick to Sunderland wide.
I want to see some of Lefebvre's brilliance. He's been so quiet, though, hasn't he?
Cross comes Patterson to take it.
He has, mate. He's just played out of position again tonight. But
Grimes is still playing deep, isn't he? He's not pushed up further.
Our tactics are
awful.
awful.
The ball a bit more.
I know.
Which suits Sunderland.
Yeah. Patterson then with a free kick.
We're playing for a 0-0, aren't we?
Coventry half on the right. The ball
Looks like
hangs
it,
for a
doesn't it?
moment. Up goes.
Well, might nick it. You know what I mean? If we nick it 1-0.
Roberts trying to get it through the middle.
Keith Lupton, good day from Mandurah, Western Australia. So far, so good. Welcome along, Keith.
Who swings it back up to the halfway line.
We did finish 6 twice, David. We need to see a goal, says Joyce.
Back to Patterson.
As it zooms in on Regis Lebris, he doesn't look too concerned.
Looking for Patrick Roberts, headed away by Kitching to Sheaf in the centre circle, trying to get the better of Job, He's tackled by Lefay. The loose ball to Grimes.
Sunderland
And
goal
now
on 65
to
minutes, says
Rudoni,
Dave. Are you going
and
for that?
Haji Wright down the left
How about
touchline.
95 minutes? That'd be
Cutting
better.
inside now, but the ball bounces off him, and Roberts back to defend. Plays it to Hume. Rudoni trying to win it back. Hume's
Your
holding
defence
him off
must
at
be
the
strong,
moment.
hard to breach,
Slips
says
the ball
Foley.
away down
Brian
the right,
Hughes
but
says
it's won
attack.
back
This is
by De
pathetic, he
Silva.
says Brian.
Down the left wing. Corner, is it? No, the referee says goal kick. As the ball whistled through the penalty area and behind. So Coventry 0, Sunderland 0 still. Last night, of course.
Ryan Jones says the first few games Lefay was amazing, now he just seems like a mediocre player.
Sheffield United and had Rob
He's
Dickie
blended
missing
in,
the
hasn't he?
last
You
goal
just
as
don't
well.
see he's on the pitch.
So I think it's fairly clear.
Yeah,
who
a
the opponents, one
YouTuber,
of
says
these
Norman,
two will be
says
in the final.
said a statement. Most first
Ball
legs end
nodded
up
down by
0-0.
Thomas
You're just
to
being cautious.
Grimes.
Like I say, it's like all the
Grimes
group
to
games in
Silva on
the
left
World
wing.
Cup or the
Roberts
Euros.
going
It's
with him.
not very
Looking for
entertaining
Wright,
games.
Down the left of the penalty area. Great tackle by Hume. As a corner to Coventry.
Yeah, again, use them words,
Oh,
Nick.
tackle.
Concentration. Command your box.
It's the Sunderland end. It's the 6th corner for Coventry.
It's sad about
Grimes is
Luton.
gonna take
It's
it.
weird
Matt
how
Grimes,
Luton's gone like that.
Released by
But yet again, we did, didn't
Swansea
we?
in January, fell out with the management. Been
Yes.
there 10 years, but what a signing for
Definitely
Coventry
crush.
he's been. So Matt Grimes, the 29-year-old now,
Humes
had-
on the left-hand side with his 6th
Humes
run
had a
out.
good game so
Lot of
far.
pushing going on. Ballard's just shoved someone
Yeah, he
over.
has, hasn't he?
Bobby Thomas actually, and the corner will be
Struck in.
reshaken. Referee.
The Southern lad says we need to go on at a counter. It seems like we've lost the midfield.
And Grimes steps back a few yards.
We're just going to defend. We're going to defend for the whole of the second half. You can just see what we're trying to do.
Ball hangs in the air, headed
And that's a
towards the
dangerous
back
game
of
to
the
play.
penalty area. Sakamoto puts his foot through it and high and away to the left into the Coventry.
Ironic
It is, but like I
cheese.
say, Cabby,
Still
could
0-0.
nick one.
Excellent. Lovely sight.
All it
that.
takes is one
Yes,
counter
it is
attack.
from this perspective.
And there's
Can
the
you say I'm
Sunderland
still
fans
clutching
singing.
on that ball?
Ah, yeah,
the
no.
red and white shirt. As Ellis Sims warms up with the 3 other
Oh my God, Ellis Sims
Coventry
warms up.
players down below us.
It's just asking for it, isn't it?
Patterson with the
Oh,
Harry
always,
Turner says-
always,
drives
Huh?
it
Shouldn't have
right
lost
up
him.
through the middle.
I've
Headed
always
away
said
by
we shouldn't
Thomas,
have lost
straight
him.
to Lefay.
Brilliant,
Plays it
Ellis Sims.
behind Sirkin, who has to get back onto
Harry
it.
Turner's right. He says, why is
Sakamoto
Pato
closing
kicking
down.
the ball long? He's not
O'Neill
aiming at
plays out
anyone,
to the
and
middle
it's
to
just
Neil.
giving possession
Neil
back to Coventry.
behind his
And I
bar.
say that about a lot of keepers.
Lefay's crying for it out on the left wing.
Yeah, but we can't play out from the back either.
We
Hughes
cannot,
on
no.
to Mienda, and Mienda on the right touchline.
So it's kind of like
It's a throw to Coventry. Grimes back to De Silva. De Silva behind him to Kitching, across to Thomas.
What's your thoughts second half, Richie?
Thomas out wide again to Sakamoto.
it started a little bit
55th minute.
positively, but it's just the same again, isn't it?
Lefay
The
in
Coventry in
front of him,
possession,
comes back to
we're sitting a
Thomas
little
on the
bit deeper,
halfway line.
looking for the counter
Slips
attack.
it to his left to
Coventry have
Kitching.
got all the ball at the minute.
Kitching now
Um,
to Grimes again in the middle.
I'm starting to get a bit worried about my end
Looking-
enemies though, because they're
looking
not
for a
really
pass.
offering
You
too
can
much
see
now
him, his
up top.
radar's going. He's just standing on the ball, sizing up his options.
But,
Plays it to his right
maybe
to
we're just
Thomas.
letting Coventry have the
Thomas
possession
now
here. Maybe that's
is
the
trying to
plan.
take
Just
on
let them have
Isidore.
possession, nick the ball, and
Gets
counter
past
attack
him,
and see what we can
switch
get.
the ball in, looking for
Yeah.
Thomas
But
Asante.
it's a bit,
It's cleared up to
I
Mienda.
prefer what to see on the
Mienda
front
now.
foot a little
Grimes
bit more as
backing
well.
off him. Mienda's pulled down by Rudoni.
That's a free kick.
It's a yellow card for Ben Sheaf. Sheaf is shown the yellow card for bringing down
Oh.
Mienda.
And that's, again, we keep talking about
How time
Maitland,
somebody
his
got
touching
put
off
for
the
them
ball.
chances on
Ah,
there.
yeah, I
Now
know.
you can kick out there.
He's doing that. He's winning free kicks. You're just asking a little bit more from Wilson Isidore. You know, you're scratching your head and you're thinking, what has he done?
Wilson Isidore's done absolutely
He needs a bit of
nout.
help in those areas.
What?
Why is he struggling, Wilson Isidore, Richie? What do you think it is?
He'll prove me wrong now and go and score.
Been trying to work that one out for
I'm
weeks,
happy
Cabby.
for him to do so. The free
He's
kick
just
rolled by
frustrated
Roberts
me
to
for
Mienda
a
in the
number of
penalty
games.
area on
Him.
the left. He tries to square
Because
it,
he's
wins
quite a
the
contrasted
corner
type of player.
off
Just ever
Van
since he
Eyck.
signed for.
It's only
But again, it's
Sunderland's
Mienda
second
who's making
corner.
the
It's
runs.
Mienda who made the
Mienda's
runs.
doing all the work.
Because,
Mienda's doing all the running. I don't know what
suspect
Isidore's
He is,
doing.
yeah.
knows what he was doing then to win the corner kick.
Might take him off and put Chris Ring on.
To take the
Put
corner
Sammy
Sims can be
Watson on and then
devastating. Yeah, I know, Richie, I know.
O'Nien's across here with Hume. Mayenda on the 6-yard line, the rest of them over the far side. Here's O'Nien, a short corner. Comes back to Dan Neal in midfield. Rolls it now to Lefay. Lefay sizing up a ball into the penalty area.
Oh,
Hume
take
volley.
a touch. Take a touch.
Sick, man.
Goes out wide, halfway between the goal and the corner. For
He's gone for the wonder goal, hasn't he?
Well, shot
The
off
volley.
target.
he has, and it was an opportunity.
He could have just a little bit
Come
of
on, you black
composure,
cats, says
have
David
a
Knight.
touch.
This is what
He
you
was
have
free.
waited for all season.
57th
I know.
minute, still 0-0. Frank Lampard strolls about, hands in his pockets. Regis Lebris, his arms folded.
He was trying to
Ben
go for
Wilson
goal of
comes
the
out of
season. There
penalty
was
area,
Hugh, like.
taps it to Thomas. And Thomas now driving it down the right.
Yeah,
side,
a lot of
looking
people
for
saying
Rudoni. So
Wilson
it's
hasn't
gone
been
out
the
by
same
30.
since he signed a new contract.
It's a throw to Coventry.
No, he hasn't.
Isidore has
Inside
been
the
found
Sunderland
out.
half.
No two-way to
Van
go.
Eyck will take it.
Oh,
The
centre
long
forward.
throw,
Man.
it looks like
Isidore's
He's
been
won that
crap,
left
says
hand side.
Sean. Yeah, no. Been saying that for half the season.
These long throws are as good as set pieces for
Again, his strong
Coventry
gears,
City.
Sunderland.
Van Eyck then. Here it comes with a long throw into the penalty. He hurls
Nice to
it
see
in,
KLD there, though.
in a group
Right.
of players in
Seen
which
his face
Ballard's
for a
in the
while.
middle to hook it clear. Only to De Silva.
Absolutely.
Back out to Van Eyck, and now Grimes inside to Sakamoto.
See, I can't
Leaves
say,
it for De
I
Silva,
can't be
who puts the
confident
ball
if
up
it's 0-0
into
and
the
we go back to
penalty
Stadium of
area,
Light.
and there's a foul.
We've lost the last 3 games at home.
Cirkin is hauled to the floor by
Yeah, but
free kick
What
I
what's
just
Sunderland?
think we might have the edge.
inside
I
the
don't know.
penalty area. 58th minute, 0-0.
I think he'll bring Ellie Sims on.
I think so, a bit height up
Yeah.
front.
He'll change it about.
Let's be honest, though. Coventry haven't really
58
threatened
minutes
too
played.
much. This,
Coventry nil,
well, it's only been, what,
Sunderland
10, 11, 12 minutes of the second
Regis
half. We
Lebris.
haven't really threatened much either.
making some gesticulations and
Place
trying
your
to get
bets
some
for bloody
instructions to his
Ellis Sims to
players.
come and get a goal.
Anthony Patterson with the
Oh, don't say that,
free
Cabby.
kick. Drives it up towards Mayenda.
Philip
Headed
Woody
away
says, take
Oh, yeah,
Isidore out,
he's
bring
done
Meffam in. I know.
Oh,
That's a
nasty
free.
challenge on him.
That's a free. That should be a booking.
Come on, son, says
That's
It's
a
Trisha.
going to be a
booking.
booking for
I think
Van
Trisha
Eyck.
banned that bloke that was on here. He was asking some...
Just
You can
dropped
tell a troll. You can
Hey,
tell when someone's
physically
been a
just
complete idiot. So
straight
well done,
Ah, good on
Trisha.
you.
Well done, Trisha. Get rid of the idiots.
And John Busby shows the Dutchman a yellow card.
Is that the one that was asking him what Davey smelled like?
Faye's okay, a little bit winded, but back up on his feet.
He was
Oh,
telling you...
God.
He was telling you
So
to
0-0.
Richie to take your cap off. It's offensive, and it's like, oh, we'd all hurt.
Coventry.
David
take
Sir,
your cap off, man.
Dave-
Baldy heat, look. No special.
David Sir, he says, so are these lot turned on the switch yet? Regis Lebris, full of. He was being a bit of a knob, Trisha, yeah.
The edge of the penalty area, headed in,
Oh, yeah, I just
but
get
straight
rid
to
of
Ben Wilson. by
Anybody
doing-
else?
Trisha's
Being
doing a
idiot.
good
Kicks
job.
quickly up the other end, looking for the run of Thomas Asante.
Mickey D, come on the
With an
boys,
eye on
get
it.
young Watson on,
On
grab
the
the winner.
There's Dan Neal.
Yeah, we'll put Watson
Puts
on
it out
maybe.
for a throw to
We'll pace
Coventry.
down that side and change to a 4-3-3 maybe.
Halfway inside the Sunderland half.
'Cause I think he'll produce a little bit more than what bloody
Throw
Isidore's
taken
doing
by
at the minute.
Van Eyck to Sheaf, inside to Grimes.
Would you be worried if we went to
Grimes
stadium like
drives
1-0
away to
down?
the left-hand side, looking for De Silva.
Yes,
Almost on
I
the
think
goal
so.
line,
It
near
wouldn't be the end of the
corner
world,
flag,
but
slips and allows Hume to come away
anything,
with the ball.
I think a draw
Looking for the run of Mayenda, Grimes
the
on
best
the shoulder.
score.
Grimes
Or
gets
win,
the
obviously,
right
but
side
a
of
draw is the
Mayenda
best result
and
for
comes
us.
away with the
Good
ball.
evening, Scott Williams.
Leaves it for
Welcome to the
Rudoni.
channel. Good to
And
see you,
now
mate.
down the left wing to De Silva again. De Silva, as Roberts gets back to try and help out defensively. The ball is hooked high in the air and away by Job for a throw to Coventry on the left.
7 more likes to
As
hit
Van
that
Eyck
100
goes
likes, so
again.
we're nearly there. Thank you very much, and hit the
Wants to take a
subscribe
long
button if
throw.
you are
They
new
must be
as
getting
well.
tired.
Oh, he must be. You'd hope so, wouldn't you?
for me tonight so
Now
far,
it's
Trey,
nearly
Hume,
dark,
Job
the
and Dan
floodlights
Pollard
are to their full effect.
in my
It's a great atmosphere within the
standouts
stadium.
so far. Like,
It's been ceaseless, the noise. Van
Cheers,
Eyck
Dale
with
Boyd.
this long throw
Southern lad
into the
always get...
penalty area, headed away by Thomas, actually out to Sheaf. and now De Silva trying to slip it back inside. There's a battle at the edge of the penalty areas. One, is it by Sunderland? No.
Corner, corner.
Rudoni leads to a corner.
I always get that one. Always get that once to support the group chat for everyone else.
From the edge of
The Southern
penalty
lad
area,
says,
through
why are we
into
not
the
throwing any
deflection.
counter
Same
attacks?
again. Concentration, Sunderland.
Because we're defending. That's
Ryan.
why.
Corner this time.
You can't defend all second half against Coventry because they'll get a goal.
Don't get
Too good
blocked
for
in,
that.
Patterson.
Jack Rudoni is going
Still
to
playing
take this
4-4-2,
one to the
so
line
Right on
inside.
top of
the
him,
point?
aren't they?
They've got everybody on top of Patterson at the minute. They're packing the 6-yard box again. They're putting pressure
Rig
on
would torture
Sunderland here.
these, says David
Referee's
Jackson.
watching. He's keeping an eye on what's happening inside that 6-yard box.
He hasn't been done very well already, like, isn't he?
As Rudoni steps back a couple of yards, and
Honest Gamer says, one thing I'm worried about is how many goals we have
in it
conceded
comes
in the
to
last
near
5
post,
minutes.
headed away by Enzo Lefebvre to De Silva and Sakamoto. De Silva hooks it back into the path of Ballard. It's Ballard away. Ballard through the middle, and he's tackled, and the loose ball. Oh, he's going to
Well
give a
done.
free kick here.
Well done. In booking, he's got to be booked.
Pitching's going to be
They've
gotta
done
book him.
Ballard.
penalised. Is he going to be shown a yellow card?
Oh,
Brought
don't say
Ballard
it.
down. Kitching's going to be booked. And it's a free kick on halfway.
Well
the
done,
middle.
Dan Ballard. Excellent.
Man of the match so far, Dan Ballard for me, like.
Yeah, he's been quality, isn't he?
They're going to make
Yeah.
a substitution.
I think they're going to make
That'll
a
be
change.
between him
I
and
think it's
Joe.
going to be Sims himself.
Yeah, we are a bit slow
They
to
want the big
break in
man up
NM.
top,
We are.
don't they?
Yeah.
And they're just
Southern
on
lad
pass,
says, I think we
Sunderland.
need to switch something up.
Free
And
kick
we've
on halfway.
broke the 207 people watching.
Lefebvre
Thank you
will
very
take
much
this.
indeed.
Just to the right of the centre circle. Dennis Sims coming out to warm up again. A lot of pointing going on by the Coventry players.
Getting
with
a
the
bit
ball
heated
chipped up
now,
to
the
edge of
atmosphere,
area.
innit?
Trying to bring it down is Trey Hume. Slips it through the legs.
Finish it.
One.
Handball.
Jones, that looked like a handball by Rudoni. Ballard, it bobbles off and goes behind for a corner. Joe trying to drive it through. It looked like a handball
Gary
by
Bennett,
Rudoni, but
it's the
referees
proper
with
Sunderland fan that comes
no
out in Gary,
appeals.
isn't it? Handball,
And in the
handball!
end,
He
it's gone
just
out
shouts like what we do.
for a corner to Sunderland. Their third corner. This from the right hand side. Away to our left. And plenty of bodies in the box. It's played short. Whipped in from the right hand side. It headed clear
Damn
by
Ballard, come on.
Kitching.
I know. Thanks, Philip Woody.
And
Cheers,
Ryan
mate.
runs onto
Please
it.
like and
He's
subscribe.
gonna
Thanks,
try and put
Trisha.
it back in the penalty area, certainly on the left hand
Too
side.
early for any subs, says
Drops
Dragon.
to Job. Job in the penalty area goes down. No penalty. Van Eyck got the ball off him.
I wish we'd
Job
stop
went
going
in
down
his
too
own
easy.
momentum.
Like,
And now
we're going
Van
down
Eyck
too easy.
Well done, referee.
Sunderland head on
Sunderland.
this, says
to
Folly.
Sunderland. And there's a few bodies getting thrown around here. And
It's at work there, Crowder.
the Sunderland bench straight in the face of the fourth official. Frank
This is a good
Lampard
little
watches
spell
on.
if we can get some at the end of this,
Throw
maybe.
which will be taken by Dennis Sirkin. 65th minute, still 0-0.
This is the
Circuit.
fixture everybody's been dreading, hasn't it? At Coventry.
Finds Isidore. Back to Circle.
Yeah. We'll have for ages, haven't we?
Elbow goes out for a throw to Coventry.
Job went down far too
Right down
easy.
in front of us.
Far too
Nobody
easy.
wants to take the throw at the
Where's he
moment.
taking the throw from?
Finally, Bobby Thomas
Should have
gets the
scored,
ball
said
and throws
John.
it back to Ben Wilson. Takes it with his right foot. Taps it back out to Thomas.
We've
on
got to
this
stop just
right-hand
diving
side.
constantly. I mean,
Thomas.
Isidore does it as well.
In the middle, rolls it to Kitching.
Some of the best content. Thanks,
Kitching.
Philip. Very kind, mate.
Sidor and Mienda still in front of the defenders. Here's Grimes on the right. Grimes back to Thomas. Drives it wide on the left. Looking for De Silva.
We lasted
Heads
longer
it
than
back
Bristol
inside.
Light. David's
Right
not over
slips.
yet.
It lets Ballard in to find Roberts on the right hand side. Roberts into the Coventry half. Roberts still going. He's trying to play the ball
Not
in the
threatening
penalty
them at the
area.
minute,
Goes
Wayne
short,
Cabby,
it's too
yeah.
much.
Got to
And it
stop
whistles
these
through
ironic
past
cheers from
Isidore,
Coventry
past
every
Ben
time we
Wilson.
gone forward, because that
And
just
behind
shows you
for a
how
goal
crap we
kick.
are going forward.
It's getting a bit open, the game now, isn't it?
You're having heart
Stretch.
palpitations
Yes.
right now. Just go with the flow. Go with the flow.
Ball with Kitching.
Just a game of
Playing this
football,
out
we
from
say.
the back, Coventry in the 66th minute.
That's all it is, just football,
Thomas
Cabby.
bringing it up to the
Coventry have gassed themselves out the first half, says Folly. NM says, get Roberts off the pitch.
Mienda in front of him.
It's coming, says John. We're getting stronger.
Kitching just inside the
This
Sunderland
is all we need to do. Frustrate them all game and then nick one goal at the end. That would be the dream, wouldn't it?
Oh, aye.
The attempted clearance.
Oh, it'd be brilliant to get the stadium like 1-0 up. Righty.
Out. Throw to Coventry. Quickly taken by Sakamoto.
Was it 0-0 between Middlesbrough and Coventry in the playoffs?
Trying to get past Lefay. He has. He's
that season, when Luton beat them at Wembley.
The ball in the box, headed clear by Trey Hume. Out on the right-hand side to Roberts.
McCabbie.
Roberts trying to get it to Ballard. Ballard forward. Neil goes down. Rudoni goes down. It comes back into the centre circle.
It's getting heated now, like. It's getting
Thomas,
heated.
who plays it to Van Eyck.
Someone's just turned the temperature up on the gas cooker. You like, you can feel it.
To Rudoni in the 67th minute. Coventry 0, Sunderland 0.
Graham Souness has just lost 90 quid out of the tournament. I'm sure he won't miss that.
Silva forwards again to right. Hadji Wright.
Is that all he's got?
Aye.
All the money he has.
Rodoni back to James Silva. Back again to Rodoni.
Come on, boys.
Rodoni
David Jackson, we can win
trying
this, you
to
reckon?
find a way through on that left wing. It's come back to De
What's your
Silva.
thoughts, Richie?
Forwards
67
again
minutes
to
gone.
Rodoni. Down the left of the area, Sheaf's cross.
I'm happy. I mean, it's 0-0.
Thomas is up.
Could be a lot worse, but like we're going to just have to be careful here. But we're looking switched on.
From Sunderland to Dan Neil through the middle here now for Enzo Lefay. He's played it into the path of
We need to take Isidore off, though.
into the penalty area on the left.
I will change Isidore and Roberts.
Get in! Get in!
Get in there!
Isidore, the 68th.
Isidore!
Down Ben Wilson, bottom right-hand corner.
Get in!
And the
Fucking
French
finally's done
connection
something, man.
comes good.
Get in!
Lefay through to Isidore. Isidore
I can't believe that. We've just been slagging him off every time he's paused.
What a player Isidore is.
Unbelievable.
That was a fantastic pass. But
Oh!
he's gone for power. He said, I told you, he'll prove me wrong. He's done nothing, but he's finished.
Unbelievable. That is
Tell you
class.
what, excellent.
A few minutes ago.
But what a pass that was by Lefay.
What a pass by Lefay, like.
Isidore picks himself off the floor here. They haven't restarted yet. Dan Neil's having a conversation.
See, told you, Cabby only takes one counter attack and that's it, doesn't it?
Oh!
It's 1-0 to Sunderland.
Oh, good finish.
DJ.
Managed the game, Nick. Managed the game.
Hey, how you doing? The pad Thai man. How you doing? You alright?
And they're in front.
Wow.
It's more than they could have dreamed, I think.
It's unbelievable. That's
After all
class.
the doom-mongering that's gone on ahead of this game.
I tell you what, he's done now to Isidore,
They
hasn't
have to
he?
manage it, as you said. It's not over yet. There's another tie to come. Another game to come.
Take him off.
There's
Get him
20
off.
minutes of this game left as well. So,
Oh my
Coventry come
God.
forwards here now. Edge of the area. It's cleared by Sunderland.
This is unbelievable. This Cabby.
Thomas
I know.
trying to put it back to Grimes. Grimes back into Thomas on this
Stand up.
right-hand
He's
side.
going to mess it up.
And now out
KLD
to Van
kisses his
Eyck on
fingers
the
and
right,
points
onto
to the
goal
sky.
line. Crosses. Oh, they
Oh, that's 1-1.
No.
Didn't last long, did it?
Oh, yeah.
My God's sake. How many times do you see that though, Rich, when you score straight away?
Managed the game.
Straight away. Back to square one.
Jack Rudoni.
Oh,
Van
my
Eyck got to
God.
the goal line, pulled it back.
Oh, it was a good header. But that's what you get.
From close range, scores.
That's what you get though, you switch off. You're the most vulnerable when you first score for the first 5 minutes.
Mason Clark coming on.
Coventry City will not lie down. They continue to be a thorn in Sunderland's side. David Press says, get in, great finish, he says.
Well, this tie suddenly explodes into life. It's all square again after all the good work from Sunderland.
How many times do you see that, Richie, when it's 0-0 for all these minutes and the other team scores and then straight away you let one in?
Oh, it's great for the neutral, mate. But that is
It's a lovely header, that,
Mate,
mine.
it's just,
Yeah, Haji Wright's gone up top
it is,
now.
but it's just how I look this.
Clark's gone on the left-hand side.
Oh my God, man. So,
How long did that last? A
Oh,
minute?
what a bloody roller coaster.
That lasted about a minute, didn't it?
Isidore's gone down, hasn't he?
Aye.
Isidore's down just behind the centre circle.
Aye. Do you know what? I had a funny feeling when we scored, you know. I had a funny feeling I didn't see it now.
Disappointing to concede that goal, Nick. You know, it's a free header by.
Did you have a feeling,
Rodoni. We
Richie?
should have stopped the cross. But there
No,
again,
I didn't.
He was free.
I thought we were all going to be alright and win the game. Like, I didn't expect that. I couldn't believe my eyes.
Sometimes your downfall is to go in front. And that sounds stupid saying that, but it is.
Yeah.
Your downfall is to go in front.
Rick's gonna come on.
Because it's the only time we've switched off at the back is when we took the lead. That's the only time we've switched off at the back is when we've scored. But that happens to loads of teams, Richie. You score,
Yeah, no.
there's that much adrenaline going through your body. You switch off. You switch off at the back.
7 goals, 6 assists. He's on fire.
It's a fact, Richie. Google it. It's a fact.
Yeah. No, I know.
Wilson Easterdore's up, stretching
It's
his
just I
leg.
cannot believe it.
Oh, I can.
It's just
We're in the 73rd
it's just how I look,
minute.
isn't it? It's just,
But what
you know, we'll have a little bit of
Sunderland
happiness and
wanted
then
out of this game was to
bam,
be
gone,
in it.
see it.
No mental discipline,
You gotta make
says
this
20th
stop.
century game. And thinking about our goal, your focus is off the present moment. Yeah.
1-1. And Easterdore's coming to the touchline.
He's
and-
coming
Oh.
off.
Is he coming off?
Yeah, Rick's going to go on. I
Rick's
think.
going to replace him.
Isidore's coming off.
Be a change in formation.
Yeah. He's pulled up an injury, isn't he?
As the ball goes back
Scott
to,
Williams says it is Cabbie,
Anthony
you're right.
Patterson, he picks it up in front of Haji Wright. Could be a very interesting final 15 minutes.
He's not coming off. He's going back on.
Now he's going back on.
Rick's.
Rick's still receiving instructions from Alessandro Bacciarini. But game goes on. Isidore's waiting to come
But
back
it's
on.
back to square
The ball
one.
drops out of the sky, bounces away
That
from
might as well be
Roberts.
0-0, 1-1. It's the same as the away goals.
Onto Rodoni. Job tries to get through the middle. Rodoni picks up the ball, and he's away with it down the left.
I just hope the pendulum doesn't swing Coventry's way and Sunderland's head's gone down. Because it's noisy now, the Coventry City Stadium. It is full volume.
And it's headed over the bar by O'Nien. Headed away for a corner.
Oh God, it's these crosses, man.
Still going to come on.
Our goal has actually sparked Coventry into life.
Take this corner kick.
It's bad to say, but our goal has ignited something for Coventry City.
Wall of sound around
Concentration
the
now, Nick. Concentration.
Isn't it driving it?
They're ready to throw
Yep.
volleys at Sunderland in the penalty area.
That's kind of honestly, Cabbie, man. It's just unbelievable. This.
Put back in by
It's just-
Sakamoto, and then hooked
I mean,
away.
talk about a roller coaster of busy emotions.
The Southern lad says, we've always said this, it's always definitely worse to go and take the lead first, waiting for that goal to come back behind you. It is.
Grimes on the halfway line, just driving it right back up into the penalty area.
People watching in the game
Out again for another corner.
and commenting too early, give it 10 seconds. Yeah, no spoilers, folks.
Well, they're
Just
throwing the kitchen
wait
sink
10
to
seconds
Sunderland.
before you type anything in the
This is where
chat.
we've got to stand up.
And down
We've got to
goes
concentrate here, Nick. We've got to make sure, we keep stressing.
The Coventry
no
fans, they
free
sense there's going to be a winning goal from
They've gone for a
Coventry
free
here. You
header.
can hear the noise.
that equaliser is just
Wasn't-
Mickey Graham says, I've got to be real here. I'm a die-hard Sunderland fan, but even when we did get promoted, even if we did get promoted, we brought players in during the summer. Can we honestly tell ourselves that we have any expectation?
Headed down towards the penalty spot. Sakamoto.
No, but we'll get
takes
money
a couple
for
of
it, though.
deflections.
That's
Isidore gets his
a
head
good
on it.
positive.
It's hooked back out by Dan Neal towards the touchline. Sakamoto lets it run out, and it's another throw to Coventry.
Coventry fans are going on as if they've won the tie. They're already on the way to Wembley. The way they're celebrating.
Right hand side. So the Dutchman.
Oh, even steering up. Never mind. Wayne will finish in stone cold bottom. I know.
It's going to be hoisted into the penalty area by Coventry. In it comes. Hangs for a moment.
Shock.
It
That's
bounces
how I feel,
through.
in
Comes
shock.
down towards Ephraim Clark. He's gone out wide. He's trying to turn and get the ball back in, but has to go back to Sheep.
We would have been better off.
On the left-hand
Just still,
side.
yeah.
Back
Would have been
to
better off
Silva.
staying 0-0.
To Grimes in the middle.
It's honestly, we've scored. The Sunderland fans look worried. They're zooming in on the Sunderland fans and they look concerned.
Aye.
I think he's won a free kick for that.
Shame. Nothing stopped, didn't they?
Threw himself at Patterson.
That was a foul.
And so Rigg might now be about to come on for Sunderland, finally.
Them Sunderland fans are
So the substitution.
They're still been celebrating their own goal when Coventry equalised.
Off comes Wilson Isidore. Well, he was coming off.
Riggy,
Decided to stop.
Chris Rigg coming on, CABBIE.
And
Well, this is what Coventry City do. Though this is what they do. Coventry City, though, they do not lie down. They do not let you go too far in front. When it matters, Coventry do turn it on. They do turn it on. They beat Middlesbrough to get into the playoffs. They turned it on, beat Middlesbrough to get into the playoff final.
Since February the 17th, he comes off, and Chris Rigg will be his replacement.
Talking with the wife, did the lad from Liverpool on loan get a kick with the ball? No, he signed the pen and paper and that was it. He actually signed the paper, pen and paper with a broken back.
Kitchen's gone off the
Come on the tune, says Jill Lewis.
Yeah, Liam Kitchens to stand on the touchline at the moment.
Yeah, it's only a game, Graham, of course it is.
Swapping his footwear.
Ashley Woodkin says, we always do good, but when it comes to the playoffs, that's when it goes downhill. Also, you can give my brother Ryan a shout out. Hello Ryan, how are you doing? As he loves you guys, he's autistic. Thank you. Hello to Ryan. You can see Isidore is struggling. What's he struggling with, Isidore? Has he fell out or did he trip or something?
He picked up a knock, I think.
It was a lovely finish, mind, wasn't it? That was a nice finish.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was quality. Again, it's come from that left-hand side, CABBIE. That's what I'm saying. Shift him over that left-hand side and not winning. I'm cutting like that's where he's stronger.
And Isidore gets a pat on the back from Meffem there.
Comes down the left wing. Van Eyck lets it run behind him and plays it back to Ben Wilson.
Well done, Isidore.
Just out on the right edge of his penalty area.
It's come back with a 4-2-3-1 now.
I think 1-1 so far though is a fair scoreline, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll take that, of course I would. But it's just I'm just gutted how quickly they scored. It's mental that.
Van Eyck hooks it up onto the head of Luke O'Nien, down to Dan Neal, out to Sirkin.
Come on, 223 people, hit that subscribe button, thank you. You want Richie? Up to Mienda.
Saying at least we've scored.
Not
getting hammered.
Roberts running at the penalty area, into the penalty area, on his left, tried to play it in on the far side, but it curls around the post.
Roberts is trying to do his trademark curl and goal, and he just doesn't have it anymore, does he?
79th minute. 1-1 here at the CBS Arena. Ben Wilson jogging along the 6-yard line.
Well, we believed for 90 seconds, didn't we?
Taps it to Kitching, closed down by Chris Rigg. Back to Wilson. Wilson clears up over the halfway line. Just over 10 minutes left. Sirkin puts his foot through it. Up onto the head of Thomas, and down it comes for Patrick Roberts.
It's definitely been better.
He's trying to get away from Grimes.
Oh, we
He's tripped by De Silva.
Yes, like it's nice to actually see that back to the normal sort of cells.
Everybody's saying get Roberts off. He's his trademark miss.
Foul by Hume. He tried to say he played the
He's struggling a little bit.
It's a free kick to Coventry City on the left-hand side. Coventry 1, Sunderland 1.
Yeah, we've just got to be aware of Haji Wright's pace through the middle.
Ideally, you don't want
David Jackson says, I think it'll be different at the stadium light.
Get in front again themselves, or
it's who wants it most.
One for the second leg at the stadium of light. Sirkin heads the ball down. Kept in by Lefay. Sakamoto wins it. Lefay climbs all over. Free kick to Coventry. Quickly taken by Sakamoto. Back to Thomas. Back again to Grimes. And Grimes to Kitching. Through
How you feeling, Richie?
Right.
How's the trots?
Behind him. In the middle to Sheaf.
Well done.
One back by Sunderland. Ball dinked over.
Yeah, same here. I'm all weak now. Do you want to catch that again? Horrible.
in front of
20th Century Gaming says, would have been worse if they equalised in the dying seconds. Oh, God,
plays it
yeah.
wide
Yeah,
to
yeah,
De
yeah,
Silva again. Looks for
Fully
Efron
Adeuces, would you
Clark.
take 1-1 at this
Comes
point?
back inside
Absolutely.
to Sheep.
Fully. Absolutely, I
Sheep
would. Would you,
plays
Richie?
it out wide right now to
Yep, definitely.
Sakamoto running at
Always
circle
said if
on
we
the right
go
to the
for
penalty
tonight,
area.
I'll be very
Crosses to
happy
the
with
far
that. Like,
post. Punch in the air by Patterson and he
Well
catches
done.
the ball.
I don't
as it
think
comes
Coventry have
down.
really done much, to be fair.
Well done,
Like,
Anthony Patterson,
I
excellent.
mean, they've had more
Head injury.
possession.
Coventry are just resilient
Yeah.
in big games.
Head injury on that.
You know, the never say never lie down
6-yard
attitude
line,
has
not
got
to
them where they are
Patterson,
now.
but to
Oh,
Another Sunderland player.
Yeah, I think
damn Bollard again. Has he just got cramp there, is it?
must be Ballard.
We have to hang on now, says David. How are lads?
He's been in the
3-1
war,
win.
hasn't
I think it is Ballard.
Oh, I
Ballard's
think
sitting
you're
down.
asking a bit much there,
Substitution,
David
Nick.
Golightly.
And,
3-1
Coventry
win to the
making
lads.
this substitution. Sheaf's coming off for Jamie
It
Allen.
might still nick another one.
The Coventry
Smashing to the
captain
back of the head
coming
of Patterson there.
El Bong says an away goal is vital. Like,
Yeah,
I
Jamie
don't think
Allen,
away
who's
goals
coming in,
count
is very
double though,
busy.
Bong.
He
But
is a busy
Yeah,
player.
yeah.
No, they didn't.
So they brought on Efron Mason Clark. Now they're bringing on Jamie Allen.
once again, Patterson's coming out for the ball. He totally misses it. And you think he clobbers Ballard on the back of the head with his
In the
fists.
playoff final 2 years ago.
Don't
Former Burton midfielder. He's been here for
worry, lads and lasses. It's
6
nearly
years
full
now.
time. We can relax and breathe.
30-year-old midfielder. Not the biggest in the world, but then
Match,
it's not necessarily a
You
big
what?
side in the middle. Coventry.
Who's been your player of the match?
big guys.
Ballard.
Grimes,
Yeah.
Allen, De Silva,
Good shout.
Aggregate not a
I'm
thing
going to go
like.
for Job.
Sakamoto. None of them are real. They're not big.
You're going to go for Job. Fair
in the
dues.
sense of 6 footers.
Yeah, I think he
But the ball
did
comes to
well.
Ballard, who is.
Aggregate.
Heads
Bong
the
says
ball
aggregate
out
not a thing
for
like. Oh
throw
yeah, yeah,
to
of course it's a thing.
Coventry on the left, deep inside their own half.
But
It's not the away goal.
it might as well.
Overtakes
It might as well be 0-0
Kitching,
as
Kitching
1-1. There's no
back to
difference. There's
Ben
no difference if it's
Wilson, who
3-3,
drives it
4-4,
up to the
1-1,
halfway
0-0.
line. O'Nine's there,
It's who
puts
scores
it
one more
up
goal than the
under.
other. That's all that matters. Away
Van
goals don't
Eyck
count.
heads
No,
it
no, no.
on Back into the Sunderland half with O'Nien.
So there's
clears
no
it
difference
again,
if it was
and again it's
4-4,
headed on by
1-1, 0-0.
Thomas.
It
Up goes
doesn't
Sirkin,
matter.
comes down on the touchline. Sakamoto trying to get away from Lefebvre, who pushes him over. Shake of the hands between the Frenchman and the Japanese, and it's a free kick which Matt Grimes will take on this right-hand side with 7 minutes of the 90 remaining.
Thanks for the
And
watch
it's
along, being
Coventry
good.
City won,
You're welcome, Graham, mate.
Sunderland
You're
won.
welcome.
And again, just hold the edge of the day, keep him up.
What we do not want Coventry City to go behind and get a late winner.
Grimes then.
That's what we
It's
do
just
not want.
inside the Sunderland half on
Thanks,
the right.
Graham. Cheers.
Both
Tricia
arms
says, Dragon, do you want
raised,
me to share my inhaler?
and
Concentrate
Sunderland
here.
holding the line outside
Yes.
the penalty area. It's hanging in the air. It's headed out by Ballard. It's
Richie
headed
can
out
leave
again,
his hat on.
and it's going to be picked up by Van Eyck.
Come on, lads, we can win this. There for the taking.
Just inside the Sunderland
As
half.
a nervy
Taken
now,
towards
a nervy
the
look
right of the penalty area. Lays it off to
of
Sakamoto.
the Coventry City fans.
He's got Lefebvre in front of him. The Japanese trying to get round him into the penalty area, to the goal line, pulls it into the near post and wins a corner.
Bong says,
he's
so
a
if it's
problem,
0-0
yeah.
at the stadium, you're like, Sunderland don't win with an away goal. No, it doesn't, Bong. Penalty shootout at the stadium of like, I do not want a penalty
Concentrate, boys.
shootout because that's a guaranteed
Grimes
defeat.
is going
That
to take
Yes,
this
Pato.
from the right.
Yeah, we've got
Nepovic
no
is
good
gonna
penalty takers, have we?
for-
do not want
Shot in the
penalties.
pants.
No,
really.
no, no, no.
England.
Try and see this out.
He's a good little player, isn't he? That's
Took the
Sakamoto.
lead in the
He is,
68th
aye.
minute, conceded the equaliser 2 minutes later.
Away,
Here's the
get
corner
out.
kick, punched away by Patterson.
Better performance in the last
Over to
5
the
games,
far
says
side, the
David
referee's
Jackson.
below.
Free kick.
Oh.
Free
Free
kick.
to Sunderland,
No
so
question,
we
yeah.
saw there, but we're in the 85th minute.
Can Sunderland snatch a winner,
Gonna come
Richie?
on for Roberts.
1999, the away goal was
Hope so.
stopped, I know.
He is coming on for Roberts, you're absolutely right.
As the anxiety atmosphere
5
spreads
minutes to
around the
play.
Coventry City
Coventry
Stadium, you
City
can
won,
feel it in there.
Sunderland won.
Oh, nothing.
Yeah, the goal. with
Bong
big
says,
backs now,
what
and
is the point of
Yeah.
2 legs if the away goal does not matter anymore? I think it's just because it gives each team that chance to play at home.
Regis Lebris
I think
Yeah,
that's-
that's exactly it, mate.
I think that's what it is.
Mepham sprints on
If it was just the one game, it would have to be at Wembley, wouldn't it?
Sunderland defence.
I mean, would you say playing at home
Less
is
than
an
5 minutes
advantage?
of the 90
Just,
to
is that
play.
just a myth, or would you say
Much will be
it is
added on by
it is an advantage if you play at home?
1-1. live on BBC Radio Newcastle.
Mentally it is, slightly, because you know you've got your fans behind you.
By Coventry. And the header away.
And then you've not had to travel and all that blather, you know.
And it's Mason Clark.
Folly says anxiety in the chat, let alone the stadium. Packer says I feel sick. Take a bit of Alka-Seltzer, Packer. How are your fingernails, lads? Honestly, they're fine.
Allen to Grimes. Grimes just inside the Sunderland half. Sunderland will be okay. They keep them out. Rudoni plays it in the edge of the area to Haji Wright. Comes back out to Allen. Allen now leaves it for Grimes. He drives the ball into the penalty area looking for Wright. But again, headed out by Hume. Straight to Allen. Comes down for Kitching.
Closing down.
Rudoni's up there. Kitching's up there too. They put all the big men up.
Home and away semis, then one off at Wembley final, neutral ground, yeah.
Yes.
Van Eywijk's gone across.
Some say if you play a
side
Southern team at Wembley, it's an advantage to the Southern team. Oh, I don't know.
Coventry City.
Concentrate again, boys.
If they do one leg, they'll have to play in the neutral ground, like.
Southern lad says, no, it's definitely not an advantage. It's more of getting the fans back in the stadium of like, yes, but to win with an away goal feels a lot better than biting your nails at penalties. Oh, no.
Up go the heads. It's headed out by Ballard again to the edge of the area. Mienda got involved.
But some say an away goals rule is unfair. Why should you get a double away goals rule? Why?
Far side, almost on halfway. Surely. Van Eywijk's not
Where's he going
from there. No, De Silva takes the short
Get him
throw.
up.
I think it was just more to bring the excitement to the game, wasn't it? It was like they wanted to see an attacking game instead of sort of like teams sitting back and defending.
Picked up with bounces away from
quite an old school thing that.
Van Eywijk, and he's got it back in the path of Mienda. He's got Wilson to go round. He goes round it.
Yeah! Get in! Get in!
Oh my God! Get in, Mienda, lad! Get in!
Get in!
I can't believe this.
Capitalises on it. Rolls
done it,
around
man.
Ben Wilson into the bottom corner, and Sunderland restore their lead with just a couple of minutes left.
Fantastic.
Coventry 1, Sunderland 2.
Excellent.
Incredible.
Oh.
I tell you what, he kept his composure there.
He did.
I believe in miracles. Where are you from?
Unbelievable.
You sexy thing.
Told you, man, just nicked the counter attack. He's done that twice this game. Unbelievable, fantastic. Both the strikers.
But Mienda rolled it into the bottom corner.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Now then, Richie, can we last more than 90 seconds this time? Can we last more than 90 seconds?
Get in. I want to scream and shout, but we neighbours will kick off for this.
Time to bugger off.
Oh my God.
In Coventry, and they're minutes away.
That's fantastic.
Good evening, Jacqueline.
So
manage the game, boys. See it out. See it out.
To see this out now with a couple of minutes.
Never mind, see it out. Why don't we go for the third?
I
mean, see the bloody thing out. Get the third in.
Goal when they scored in the 68th minute. They lost
Big games, we not even scored a goal, Cabbie.
They've got to see
My
this
God, all this.
I tell you what, Mienda's come on, Annie.
To go into the second
I've
leg.
never expected this tonight.
Like. Minute.
Stand up.
Here's
Stand
Mason
up. No
Clark trying
silly
to get
free
the
kick.
ball into the far side.
Hey, I tell you something, Reggie the Breeze, the best manager ever.
The thing is, though, can Sunderland now hang on?
Grimes trying to come in down the left-hand side, rolls it down to Mason Clark on the left-hand side of the penalty area.
Can they learn from the mistake? Can they please keep switched on?
Closing down, it's played down the right to Sakamoto. He
Oh,
plays it back towards the far post, headed out by Ballard. It's going to be put back in again by Coventry. Comes down to Grimes, slopes across in. It's caught by Patterson.
Well done.
Caught by
You can see it being 2-2, can't you? 6 minutes added on.
Well done.
Goodness me.
Get Samad on.
Eh?
Get Samad on.
No.
Bring Samad on.
We have got
Sit him in front of that block of three.
remaining. How much?
Yeah, get it in Sunderland. Come on. No time.
So then, people in the chat, 10 being the highest, 0 being the lowest. How is your anxiety now?
And now leading 2-1.
I've been calm all night, but mine's gone up to about 7 or 8 now, straight away.
6 minutes to manage the game.
Where do you get 6 minutes from?
Well, I'm not quite sure. There's a lot of substitutions, I suppose, and there were a few stoppages.
All this pain that we've been suffering for the past weeks.
Coventry come again.
cross. Absolute dust of him Watson and looked like the front foot tonight. Brilliant. Over the moon.
Great tackle. Great tackle.
So he told you Cabby had a good feeling.
Fantastic tackle.
Oh.
And again, we've got to defend.
Then I
this
told you I had a
one.
good feeling.
Not over yet, Richie. Would you be happy at 2-2 at full time?
No. Definitely not. I want to win.
All bodies inside.
People's anxiety is a 12 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Nil, because we went up as champions, says Fernie. Oh, I don't blame you.
What a tackle by Joe that was with Cabby in the box. You had to get that right.
Header from almost the penalty spot.
10 times 10, says Kiwi.
Through. And
Don't rule out Coventry, though. Do not rule out Coventry. They're masters of just not lying down. They've got to be calm, Sunderland. They've got to not to panic.
Nobody's leaving this stadium. It is still packed.
And this is where all of a sudden, the minutes.
Go on, Mayenda.
Mayenda's got a player to come round. Mayenda on his left. Oh, Ben Wilson at the near post.
All we need to do is sit back, bring the play off. Put Alan Brown on.
Wilson. But again, Mayenda was almost in on the left-hand
Oh.
side.
He's a threat, isn't he?
Too smart to say shush, will you? Sorry.
Keep it down here in the corner. Keep it in the corner. You don't need to put it.
Don't want to keep it in the corner, Gary, man. There's still 3 minutes to go.
Come and play the shot.
Get it sent in. Get another goal, man.
In the penalty area. Alan Brown waiting to come on.
Don't know where they got the 6 minutes from,
with this
Southern.
corner on the left-hand side. Sunderland leading.
That's all you can hear of the Sunderland fans. While Camper says he feels sick.
Round and out for a goal kick.
Play the shot.
Gary Bennett's showing his frustration there, isn't he?
Substitution.
He's having a word with
Mayenda's going off, is he?
Mayenda's coming off.
What an advert for the Championship playoffs. Great game. A lot better than last night. It's close, isn't it? Oh, William Babbitt says, do Lampert is a so-and-so. 2-1 to the Sunderland. There's still a long way to go yet. We're still 3 minutes.
Why not?
Plus,
Oh, what an old game to be down there tonight.
Alan Brown's coming on. What's Alan Brown coming
lead 2-1. Isidore and Mayenda.
Imagine being in that away end tonight.
oh no. I'm not saying out yet.
Goal kick from Ben Wilson. Drives it up into
Wallet
the
says,
Sunderland
go
half.
Coventry.
Headed, well, in the end, it was not headed. It dropped to the feet of a defender. Wright brings it back to De Silva. Now back to Grimes. In the 94th minute, Grimes again to Kitching. And Kitching down the left. Brown goes
Michael
to close
says,
him
I'm
down,
peeking out
finds
here. This
De
is the most
Silva,
exciting and
rolls it
anxious
to
that I've had
Thomas.
for some time.
Thomas plays it away from Alan Brown out to the
As
right
Mayenda
here,
high
and it's
fives.
put in the penalty area by Van Eyck and cleared. Comes out to Sakamoto. Sakamoto to Kitching to Thomas. Thomas now laying it off on the right to Van Eyck, who crosses. It comes out from the feet of Luke O'Neill, and it's tried to be put back in by Thomas. Overhead kick over the bar.
And everybody, 1, 2, 3, breathe. Fernie says, get them open top buses ordered, Cabby and Richie.
We're in the 95th
Aye, definitely.
minute now.
We're going to celebrate like Mads did.
A goal kick for Sunderland, who lead.
Who let the dogs out? Boo. Great matches, Philly.
Patterson taking his time.
Oh, this is unbelievable. This I did not expect us to win this game tonight, Cabby.
Up goes the ball high in the air.
Oh, that's a foul, referee.
Well, the referee's not given a foul.
It's okay.
Thomas gets the ball down to Sakamoto.
Oh,
Sakamoto's
Jordan,
down.
stop.
And a couple of bodies. Now Sakamoto's picked himself up pretty quickly. Brown's got a knock.
Seconds left. Can Sunderland hang on? Seconds remaining.
Be a throw to Sunderland.
We're now eating into that 6 minute added on.
Ryan comes over.
There's roughly about 40 seconds left.
For Sunderland.
Can Sunderland do it?
Nearly.
Can they beat Coventry City on their patch for the first time in over 40 odd years?
Last minute of the 6. Coventry City 1, Sunderland 2. Beyond the hopes of all.
What an achievement tonight would be if this stays the same. I don't think any Sunderland fan expected this.
The worst coming here. wanting to take something back,
Let it
wanting
go,
to
let
go
it
back
go.
with something to play for, but they're going back to the Stadium of
Sunderland
Light
fans singing.
by the look of things with a goal lead. We're in the last minute of the 6th. 30 seconds of those 6
Take it on the
minutes
other
left.
side.
And they're taking their time to take this goal.
Take it on the
kick
other
Sunderland.
side. Well
And
done.
that's what Patterson's doing.
Rosie Law
Yeah.
says we needed this.
Jogging across, places the ball on the 6-yard line. And
Yes.
Sunderland have indeed, it seems, flicked the switch. They lead 2-1.
This is huge.
Patterson
This
drives
is
the ball
huge.
upfield. 10 seconds left of the minimum 6 minutes, and it's Sirkin. He gets round both
Oh, we're ref.
Sakamoto and Van Eyck, trying to get the ball into
No,
Brown.
I'm nice and
dug
calm.
out
I'm
by
nice and calm.
Thomas,
I
given
need to
away
keep
to
calm.
LeVay, into the middle to Dan Neal, and Dan Neal now rolling
Keep
it
it,
back
keep
to
the ball
Trey
in the
Hughes.
corner.
Into the 7th minute.
How
of
quiet
time
is Coventry
being
City
added
ground?
on.
Get
And it's
some,
wide
get
on the
some.
right-hand side now, as Sunderland try and take it into the corner.
Oh,
It breaks out here for Dan Neal, tries to put his foot through it.
Where's he getting
Grimes
7
trying to
minutes
come out
from?
of it, but Dan Neal's penalised for a foul. Over
That's
on that
it.
far
That's
side.
time. That's time, referee.
Well, we're in the clock.
Come
has
on, ref.
stopped
Heaven's
on the
sake.
scoreboards at 96.
Where's he
We're
going with the
still
kick?
playing on. We played 45 seconds.
That's it,
In
it's
fact,
all
that is
over.
it. Sunderland have won.
Get in, Richie! Yes, yes, yes!
Yep.
It's only their second away win
Buzzing,
in the
mate.
playoffs.
Well, let's not get
Absolutely power the move.
let's not get too excited. It's only half time.
I
No,
don't care, mate.
Let's enjoy tonight.
I'm
Dougie,
buzzing
you're
with
all
that.
right, mate.
I am.
Oh, dear me.
Fantastic.
Oh, honestly.
Well, we haven't won at Coventry for 40 odd years. What a time to do it. What a time to do it.
That was tonight, Nick. You know, Coventry
Well,
can't
so far
complain
Regis
about
Lebree's
that,
proven all his
about
critics
that.
wrong. We
But
turn the
saying
switch
that,
on.
How well did we defend?
Oh, freaking hell.
The first half, they managed it.
And I'm enjoying my
They did
pizza
everything we
tonight.
asked them to do. Clean sheet. Took the lead unexpectedly
dear
in the
me.
second half. Unfortunately,
Thanks everybody
conceded
who's
within a couple
got
of minutes.
260 people
But they
peeked
never
in the
gave
chat
up,
tonight.
and Mayenda, you have to hand it to him.
Class.
He is such a
I'm absolutely out of the mood. I'm buzzing with
I know.
this.
He's a
Like,
threat.
Several times he broke through.
He's a
And
threat.
the goal, well, what can
Excellent
you say?
goal.
And the Sunderland fans
But
there
what a
absolutely
performance.
making
I
a
tell you what,
racket.
feel for them supporters.
Limbs everywhere.
Sunderland supporters, fantastic.
Thanks,
I tell
Bong,
you.
David, 30, Smoker, Ryan,
only
Ashley,
halfway,
Folly,
Nick.
Andy,
It is
Jeffrey,
only
Southern,
halfway.
Jack,
We've got
Edward,
two tonight.
Colin
Where a lot
Major,
can happen.
Rosie, Follow,
But
Harry. I can go on and on. There's that many people in the chat tonight. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Into the second leg at the Stadium of Light, they put themselves in pole position, and that's the key thing now.
Frank
In pole
Lampard
position, and again, you look back
in the
now
middle of
and
the
you're
park
thinking,
is
resting
applauding
their
all
players
four
with
sides of the ground.
Has worked tonight because they have put a shift in.
Regis Lebris, trust in Regis Lebris. He knew what
And
he
the
was
Sunderland
doing.
fans now
He
are
is
going over to the
consistently
Sunderland team's now
maintained
going over to
his
the
team
fans.
could do what they have done
You're welcome,
tonight.
Folly. Thanks for popping in.
And, well, as you say, they've done half the job. He's now got to do the second half of that job
Cheers,
on
Andy.
Tuesday night.
Merci.
And we'll be there for BBC Radio Newcastle as the players have all gone
Thank
down
you,
to
20th
thank the
Century
Sunderland
Gaming.
fans
This is
who
your
will enjoy
Sunderland
their
Watchalong
ride home
channel. You
tonight,
go to.
believe
Thank
me.
you. Top channel,
And they'll
Cabby.
be
Thanks,
looking
Edward.
forward now
Thanks,
to a
Philip. Thanks,
sold-out
David Jackson. And
Stadium
thanks
of
to
Light
Richie for
on
helping
Tuesday
out
night.
tonight, as he always does.
Terrific
Rosie Laws,
Well,
hopefully we
I'll
can
be
win it.
performance
And
from
then,
Sunderland
yeah, I know.
tonight. And
Absolutely,
it's a little
Richie.
bit ironic
Thanks,
that
Scott.
the two goal scorers who've come under so much pressure because they haven't
I'm not gonna
scored,
sleep tonight now.
certainly Isidore, that have given them the ammunition
I'm buzzing, mate.
to take into
I'm buzzing.
the second leg.
Well,
I
again,
would
you
have
talk
moved
about
that.
the two goal scorers, and
Gonna be
that's
some
credit
party
to
down there
Regis
tonight with
because he's
some
gone with
fans, like.
two. You know,
Oh
and
my
the
God.
rewarded him. You know, Wilson Isidore's great strike.
That is just the
But
best we
Mayenda,
could
for
ever
me,
wish for me.
he's been good tonight.
You're welcome, William
You know,
Babbitt.
he's
Thanks
been
for the great
taking
welcome.
off the ball. He's been a threat
Fantastic
all the time,
Watchalong, great
yes.
chat. Thank you,
Positive.
William. Colin Major, I need to
But
take a
again,
tablet.
defensively, I think we
Absolutely
were
incredible, says Brand.
outstanding.
Tricia, thanks
You
for
know,
the stream.
Patterson,
Thanks for your hard
when
work
he
doing
had
the
to make a save,
moderator.
when he had to
Tricia, you've
punch,
done a good job
when he
again
had to
tonight.
catch, he's
Yeah.
done that.
And hand it to Ballard as well.
Yeah, Ballard.
Big headers
I tell
from
you
That's
Ballard
brilliant to
tonight.
see all the
Bringing
fans
Ballard
up.
back was a huge call.
You don't think Sunderland will
And
do
you've
the
got to
Sunderland
say,
way and lose
it
at
was
home,
the
do you?
right call.
That was a big
Oh,
call.
Cabby.
Because
Let's
what
just enjoy this win.
what you don't want is Coventry to equalise at the Stadium of Light on 2-2 and go to penalties. Please, just not penalties.
Tuesday night. A sold out.
We just need to score
Coventry
early on
City, and
Tuesday.
sure it'll be leading to a sold
We
out.
score early on
Sunderland
Tuesday,
now on
that's it.
Tuesday
I
night.
think
Finished here.
that's it,
Part
we're
1.
Cheers, David.
Until the end. Coventry City 1, Sunderland 2.
Oh, well, I would give
And
the game on to them now.
everybody take your tablets. Oh my God, see it. And the weekend hasn't even started yet. Well, I tell you what, I was all pessimistic and this and that and the other, because my brain was trained about how bad we've been.
Yeah.
Michael Gunnan says, what an absolute legend of an effort. This is one for the ages. I'm on top of the world. Thank you guys. That was a call I remember.
Look for the record as well.
I know. You're welcome, David Green.
Broke that record over 39 years.
But that was a professional performance, was it not?
It was. We've done very well. We gave up a lot of possession, but we had a game plan all along. And it's worked.
Richie Rennick, cheers for the stream, lads. Absolutely buzzing with that result. Ben Rollins says, it won't be so nervous on Tuesday if we get 0-0 on Tuesday or 1-0 on Tuesday if we're off to Wembley. However, lads, he says, mind you, if we get an early goal at the stadium and make it 3-1, you know,
I'm saying, that's all we need to do.
You just don't want Sunderland to take the foot off the gas. That's what you don't want. You don't want them to get them over complacent if they do go 3-1 in front at the stadium. They don't want to think the job's done. No. But, I mean, credit to the lads. I mean, Coventry at home, we take the lead. 90 seconds later, they equalise. There's just a volume of concoction of noise at the Coventry City Stadium. The roof was blown off. They were on fire. They sensed that they were going to win it. They started to quieten down a bit as Sunderland got into the game again. We took the lead and just totally turned that round. I mean, that is just quality. To do that at Coventry in a playoff semi-final with a packed Coventry City Stadium and take the lead again. And for Mienda to be so calm and composed to dummy the keeper like that and slot it home, it shows you how far Mienda has come compared to when we were slagging him off for missing headers from 2 yards out. That, look how far Mienda's come on. That is just quality.
Yeah.
Yes, Arthur, you're right. It's only half time. Still need to be out our very best. Whew. Do you think Lebris did have a plan? Well, he's got a half plan at the minute. It does, Richie. He's got a half plan. There's still another half to go. And don't forget, Sunderland, the last time they were in the last playoffs to go to the Premier League from the Championship, they also were leading 2-1. We were 2-1 in front against Luton Town, and it just wasn't quite enough. And it's the same scoreline, but this time it's away from home. Is it going to be an advantage, the fact we've got the second leg at home rather than being 2-1? If this had been 2-1, we'd won at the stadium, you're how confident would you have been going to Coventry with a 2-1 lead?
Yeah, I know. We've got this game in our hands now, Cabby.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm just absolutely bewildered. I can't believe we've won. We've beat them. It's brilliant. 2 great finishes as well. Easy on my end. Class.
Mad. Well, Davey will be chuffed to bits with that.
Yeah, he will be, won't he?
Oh, didn't expect that, but we'll take the win. Cabbie, are you going to the final? No, but I'll be streaming it, mate, if we get there. Folly's optimistic. He says, are you going to the final? Was nothing to be afraid of with Sheffield United. Well, I mean, do you know the most annoying thing is it's out of your hands, Richie, innit? You keep thinking, what will happen at the stadium? What will happen at the stadium? You can't do anything. It's out of your hands. You've just got to sit back. Thanks, David Jackson. Good night, Durham Driver. I guess Richie will be watching the replay.
Am I?
Oh, it's just a shame this wasn't the second leg, innit?
I know. How do you think Sheffield United will be feeling now, seeing us turn Coventry over away from home? I think we'll be breaking it now, you know.
Well, I mean, see you Tuesday, folks. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a massive performance in the first half, but we kept them at bay. But like I say, Coventry, when they equalised within a minute, you must admit they thought that the pendulum had swung their end. They looked hot property, didn't they? The fans were, like I said, were all singing. And then for me, Ender, absolutely class. I just hope what do you think they need to do at the stadium, like Richie? See you, Folly. Thanks for popping in, mate. You're welcome. Cheers, Michael Taylor.
Again, what we've done tonight, starting the front foot and then allow them to come onto it and counter-attack because it's worked tonight. And if we can do that in the second leg, they're going to have to come forward, Cabbie.
Mm-hmm.
So we're a very good counter-attacking team as well. So that's why I think we're going to, if we can score early on against these, I think it's in our hands then.
Have you noticed?
Again, do what we did tonight.
I know. It is. Have you noticed, Richie, where Isidore, he seems to be stronger when he's like at an angle or he's like one-on-one with the keeper. Yeah. His weaknesses is when there's a ball getting played into the box. But when he has the ball and he runs at the goal, that's his strengths. His weaknesses is when there's a ball comes into the box on his header, or you know what I'm saying. He seems to fumble, doesn't he? But his strength seems to be when he's got a chance to run. I mean, he picked his spot superbly. Thanks for your coverage, lads. Appreciate it, says Michael Elliott. See you Tuesday, Folly. I say Michael Taylor says, great show. David Press says, what a game. Come on, the lads. Thanks, Cabbie Richie, for a game. You're welcome. Thanks for Tricia, the moderator.
Sam Isidore looks a bit like Henri, doesn't he? He's not, obviously, he's not like what Henri was, but he plays a similar type of game to him, doesn't he? Cutting in off that left.
I know. Glad I paid to watch this. Like, it not over, guys.
I'm over the moon, Cabbie. Just unbelievable. Didn't expect that at all. And I think it's just a massive weight off the club's shoulders and the fans' shoulders. Winning a game away from home. I mean, all the stuff that we've had to put up with for the past, 5 weeks. And then we get paid like that. It's just perfect. And I wanted to believe Regis, LeBray, and the players all along, and I was kind of divided. I didn't know what to believe them. You know what I mean? It's had a plan, this, that, and the other. But now it has come out, and he's been honestly well done to the management as well. Because what the focus is for this past few weeks is certainly pulled off now.
Oh dear me.
You're gonna enjoy your pizza tonight then?
I am, but my ADHD brain's just going to be working on overtime now. Saying what will happen on Tuesday, and it just it just goes on and on and on. Does your brain do that? It's like, what if we do this first, and what happens if we let a goal in early? What happens if we score early? And it's like you're constantly replaying on your head what could possibly happen.
Yeah, I was like that last night, mate. I couldn't really sleep properly last night because I was thinking the same. What if this? What if that? We've got a great chance. It'll be a dream come true. Imagine getting promoted back to the Premier League, man.
Well, I mean, it's an exam of 3 pages. We've passed the first page. We've got 2 more pages to turn before we can close the book on the championship if it does happen. So, Richie, thanks for your help. Thanks, everybody in the chat. I'm going to go and get my pizza now because I think I'd be able to stomach it now. But thanks to the hundreds that's been in the channel tonight, because there's literally been hundreds.
Been a good show.
Yeah,
I just feel so happy. We've got something to be happy about, Cabbie. We've got something to look forward to. And, you know, it's just class. It's just over the moon. Well done. You know what I mean?
I know, mate. I don't work weekends now, Tricia. I do have to change my underpants, though, so... Oh, liver and onion pizza gear on there. But thanks for Tricia Wistaniel for being the a fantastic moderator. And thanks for Richie for being a cracking co-host as well. We'll do it again. We're doing a Monday night when we do the chat show, so join in for that. We'll have a talk. Richie, thanks again. Do appreciate it, mate. You're popular on the channel. Keep doing what you're doing. If you want to do a video to talk about tonight and upload it and send it to me tonight, it's up to you, mate. Feel free. I'll tell you what you want to do.
Right.
So, good night from Richie and myself. And then on this, and it's only half time. See you guys later.